Yes, 2022 year in review. What's up, Denny?
You, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to be here.
Part 2.
Part 2, 2-2 review.
Part 2.
We got a long way yesterday.
Yes.
But today,
all the way.
we're going all the way, baby.
Where do we make it on?
We made to like January 17th.
Yeah, we went through January yesterday.
I think we made to MLK Day.
But hey, we got this and so much more here
yeah.
today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's Conversation.
Yeah. All right. Let's not waste any time today.
No, let's get to it.
Yeah. Who used to say that?
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Chris Cuomo used to say that.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Let's get after it.
Yeah, let's get after it. He got fired, but he got picked up this year.
News Nation.
Yeah. He was,
I actually watch him now.
do you?
Sometimes.
Okay. What's going on? My name is Joe Padula, host of the show. I'm a former Screaming Eagle soldier from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, the mighty Strike Brigade, 2nd BCT. That's Brigade Combat Team. Absolutely. And I am a veteran, not a victim. But I'm proud to serve by your side, as we're all now soldiers in today's culture war. Absolutely. What's up, Denny?
I'm a lieutenant colonel in the culture war.
I would say you are a field grade officer and, yes, a lieutenant colonel.
I'm none of the things that you are, Joe, but I was a Boy Scout.
You are a light colonel in this culture war brigade.
And I'm moving up the ladder.
Boom. The Padula Privates.
I'm in your army, buddy.
Just don't be my Padula Privates, all right? Hey, we are Shadow Band AF. I found that out. We were on the that list on Twitter.
Oh, were we?
I did my submission.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And it came back, yes.
Oh, brother.
Yes, at Joe Padula, you were on this list of shadow banning. And if you don't know what shadow banning is, it's when a social media company suppresses your content without telling you.
Now, you said that past tense. You were.
Right.
So you no longer are.
Because I requested not to be on it.
All right. So we're back. We're out of the shadows.
Only on Twitter, though.
So you're saying too many true things, and they don't like it.
All right. Oh, William Davis goes strike. What's up? How you doing, battle buddy? Hey, Chris Early. Oh, no, that's Tim. What's up, Tim? Yeah, early show today. Yeah, tonight's New Year's Eve. So let's go into our our year in review. All right.
What are you doing tonight for New Year's Eve? Because I'm thinking we're going to do a little bit of drinking.
I had a DJ gig planned.
Okay.
And it got canceled.
Yeah.
Some businesses are not just doing okay at the moment.
All right.
You know, and I understood. But all right, here, let's go into February 2022. Here's some viral videos. Check this one out. AOC dips her face in ice water to reduce stress.
Ready when you are.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
If you think she is cute in the comments, let me know.
I think she's cute, Joe.
Yeah?
She's cute, but, she could do a lot better in the band
Good
department.
job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The guy with the sandals. Imagine she drowned alive on the video.
No, that'd be crazy. But
Am I
yeah,
supposed to do it again?
Yeah, you're supposed to
It
keep
gave
going.
me a brain
Really?
freeze.
Yeah.
Stop it.
How
That's not
long?
how brain
It's like
freezes work.
Multiple sets.
she's slumming.
Okay.
Wait,
first.
did she really write on there, it gave me a brain freeze?
Yeah.
No.
Normally it's when you
Long
like
as you
drink
can.
something. cold.
Yes.
2, 1.
What's her stress from, Joe? What do you think is stressing her out?
Her man is not giving it to her. She needs an alpha man in her life. She's got a beta.
Yeah, she's slumming.
Yeah.
She is definitely dating way below her.
If she had an alpha male
Like Denny the Bull.
or Joe Padula, right, well, whichever one,
Yeah.
she would be wearing a MAGA hat as we speak.
Yeah, she would.
All right.
She'd be a hardcore Trumper.
Absolutely. What else we have for?
How many guns?
Oh, here is this.
Oh my gosh.
How much vitriol do we have to see of honk honk, which is an acronym for Hail Hitler?
Do you know what she's talking about?
Is she talking about the trucker convoy?
Trucker convoy. Yes.
Honk honk.
The honk honk.
It's like Sikh Heil.
yes.
Merp, merp.
What a dope.
Wow.
Do we need to see by these protesters on social media?
Are these protests?
Yeah.
Right. Aussie commercial. This Aussie commercial, which is Australian, went viral.
These filthy balls?
Chuck those hairy balls down here. The Lynx buffer cleans right through the furry surface. Yes.
Well, my balls have rubbed against my trousers for hours.
The Lynx buffer can get both your balls equally clean.
What about my ball sack?
Just flop it down here and let's get to work. Oh, that's a big ball sack.
I think we have time for just one more demonstration, Amber.
Come out here, Mr. Gilbert.
Oh, brother.
Oh, no.
Can you help me with these saggy old balls? Nobody's played with them for years.
Mr. Gilbert, the Lynx buffer offers such a thorough clean, it can even clean your saggy old balls.
It's brilliant.
That's not like Saturday Night Live. That's real.
That's real.
Oh, brother.
Right.
Where did you find that, Joe?
It was trending on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Back in February of 2022.
Ah,
Right.
gotcha.
Here's driving in the night. Get a copyright strike. Oh, MapQuest.
Yeah.
CDs.
Yep.
Yeah.
3-page printout. And don't forget the Taco Bell on your lap.
That's right. That's right.
right.
While you're eating.
Yep.
Did you have the CD player that you put the cassette player in? Do you remember?
I didn't, but I saw it.
Yeah.
Joe, I had the boom box in my back seat because I had an AM radio.
AM radio.
So I had a boom box with a cassette player in my back seat. That was my stereo.
This was a big question in February 2022. Do you hear Green Needle or Brainstorm?
I don't know what either one of those are.
What'd you hear?
Green Needle?
You heard Green Needle? I heard Brainstorm. Listen. I heard Green Needle that time.
Yeah, Green Needle. That's what
Yeah?
I said the first time.
Hold on. What do you hear in the comments? Let us know. I heard Brainstorm that time.
No, Green
Yes, I
Needle
did.
every time.
Here, look at Brainstorm.
Oh, brother.
Did you hear Brainstorm that time? You did. You heard it. No?
I heard Green Needle every time, Joe.
I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, there is. I don't think you're playing this video because of either of those phrases.
I don't know nothing.
I'm not looking at either of those words.
Oh, boy. Wow. All right. Yes. See, Benjamin. What's up, Hibbert? Hibbert heard Brain Needle. Thank you. What is this image that we're about to pop up here? Oh, Libs of TikTok in February. February 23rd. They tweeted a quote from Barack Obama that says, "Don't underestimate Joe's ability to F things up."
She was just on a show with Tucker.
Yeah, she looks
that lady.
good.
Yeah.
Did you see her?
She's doable.
Yeah, she's
She's about a 5.5, 6.
Well, here's the problem. She did a story with the post-millennial and going over how ever since she put her face out there, she is complaining about conservative men sending her messages now.
Oh, brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy, guys.
Yeah, I can
Right.
imagine.
Meet her first. Here's an insane liberal. Oh, yeah, we
Oh,
watched
my
this one.
gosh.
Fed up with the honkers, right. Here's kids react to... Okay, so February of 2022, we're still dealing with face masks.
Yeah, not here.
Well, here, this classroom gets informed
Yeah.
they're done with the face masks.
Yes.
Watch the
I
children's
think that
reaction.
these kids on the left, they're kind of already done with it.
Starting tomorrow, we don't have to wear masks anymore.
Yeah, the one kid that's not wearing them, he's like, yeah, I already started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm from
listen-
Tennessee. We were already not
Yeah,
wearing it.
listen, bitch, I'm already doing it.
Exactly.
I don't mean to curse. I'm sorry.
Thanks for catching up to me. In Tennessee, it was, hey, kids, guess what? You don't have to ask permission to go take a dump anymore either.
When is
Yay!
when
It
is the
wasn't-
first lawsuit coming?
What was that word again?
These kids.
Immunity.
Yeah. No,
Now-
amnesty.
Amnesty.
They wanted COVID amnesty.
No.
Pandemic amnesty.
Never. I want investigations just like the January 6th event. I want Fauci's ass up there, and I want them to just not Rand Paul, Ted Cruz. I want him to just go
he's
after him.
great. Private citizen Fauci.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Go after him.
Here's a mask on the head. Why? Here's why. Sir, why are you wearing a mask like that?
Para que no me entren los bichos malos de los socialistas por aquí por el cerebro.
My brain.
Por eso.
That's why the virus is not in the air, but on the ideas of
Sí,
socialism. That's correct.
That's pretty good.
You are very right.
I like it.
Should everyone put his
Yo creo
mask
que
on?
sí.
In my opinion, yes.
Entra, las peores
The
cosas
worst
entran
stuff
por
enters
aquí.
through here.
No por la boca, no.
Not
Por
by
la
the
boca
mouth.
entra lo bueno.
By the mouth, that is
Entra
good
la
things.
comida,
Food,
entra la
the beer.
cerveza, entra eso.
That's what it is.
Encantado.
Hey, it's a pleasure. to meet
Where
you.
is that?
Igualmente.
This was in, I am guessing,
Look at the flag on his shirt.
Finland.
Finland. There
Yes.
we go.
Finland. Hey, we had the Super Bowl in February of 2022. Matt Stafford and the L.A. Rams won. They beat the
Don't
Cincinnati
remind
Bengals.
me, Joe. He was a Detroit Lion for 11 years.
Yeah, and then he finally goes and wins a championship.
Exactly. He deserved it. I had to root for him.
Check out this no-look pass, though. Look at him go.
You seen his wife?
It was a good. No, she hot. She's
Yes.
got to be.
She's hot.
Look, see.
we go.
Oh, boom, wow, impressive.
It's impressive, but there was nobody even near the dude, man. He could have thrown that anywhere in that
Well, here's the thing.
vicinity to caught it.
Because they were all following his eyes. Which
Yeah, I
are
got you.
over here.
I got you.
So they're like, oh,
They're
here
like,
comes
oh,
the
let me
pop.
put my hand
Let
up
me go.
here.
And this guy Bell goes, whoop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I think number 24 alligator arm that, Joe. If you look at that again, he does a little T-Rex action. Look at number 24. He goes, I'm going to kind of extend. Yeah, he didn't go all in. He didn't want to get his hand hurt.
Like me, when it's like when people are asking it's time to pay, T-Rex arms.
Yeah, he definitely had a
I
little
can't reach my
alligator
wallet.
arms.
All right, sorry. The Prince knew. You know, Prince, the musician?
Yes.
Well, this is what he told us back in 1999.
Okay.
And this went viral in February of 2022.
Cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix.
Preach it, Prince.
There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. And
That's pretty deep.
the prize is the soul.
Damn.
So
He's a prophet.
Yeah.
You know,
he was wearing stilettos too that day.
you remember that time he told Kim Kardashian, get your ass off stage? Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
She went up pretending she was dancing. He's like, get the hell off stage.
Well,
Yeah, she had no rhythm.
and that's why he died. All right.
Could be.
All right, here's a reporter asking Hillary Clinton about, I guess, election results.
Oh, brother. You mean election denier,
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton?
Mm-hmm.
Hillary, Laura Collins, Daily Mail. Did you pay to spy on the Trump campaign?
Did you pay to spy on the Trump campaign?
I'm sure she would wear a mask forever if
Hillary,
she could.
Laura Collins, Daily Mail. Did you pay to spy on the Trump campaign? When are you going to comment on the spying allegations, Hillary? Did you pay for having spied on?
And which she did, by the way.
Wow.
All right. Came out this year, the whole Steele dossier.
Oh, yeah.
Bought and paid for by the Clinton Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was just for Oppo research, and then, yeah, it was terrible. Oh, this is a good one.
Remember this picture in February of
do.
2022? Stacey Abrams,
Yeah.
the failed governor attempt of Stacey Abrams.
Twice.
And, sitting in a classroom, all kids, she has no mask on, while these kids are all forced to have a mask on.
Oh, I mean, like every other person in that photo has a mask.
Yo, vote, and, well, do your research on candidates for school boards and vote, please. Local elections are just as important as every other one, if not more. Ah, yes, the Super Bowl once again. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Oh, the Ukraine war was about to kick off in February.
Just about, yeah.
All right. because it was. Let's see if I got any of the Ukraine clips. I do, because I think it was February 23rd is when the invasion began.
Okay.
Of Russia into Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we can get into this all day.
Well, you and I definitely could get into it all day, I'm sure. And we'd probably leave here battered and bloodied.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
you and I are probably kind of on opposite sides of our.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not for.
I'm just glad you didn't say it was an unprovoked attack.
Oh, this was unprovoked.
This whole thing was unprovoked?
Yes, Ukraine was always lodging and dodging or bombing this area here.
Right. Yeah.
So Russia goes like this. All right, screw you.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not saying it's right.
No, I'm not saying it's right, but it wasn't unprovoked. That's all I'm saying.
Whoopi got in a little trouble for this picture.
Wow.
When she was hanging out with Howard Stern or Ted Danson, and Ted Danson was doing the this came back out to haunt her. Remember this one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
He's doing like the
it looks like a Hail Hitler.
Babes on Broadway. You ever see that with Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney?
No.
Literally, Joe, the last 20 minutes of that film, you will fall out of your chair. It is so bad. And I think that's what he was doing there. Yeah, it's pretty
bad.
So can you explain
Here is AP reporter Matt Lee.
clearly, with clarity,
This is back in 2013.
the administration decision announcement yesterday on Egypt and the non-coup designation?
I can, but let's see.
See, Jen Psaki at the time was she was the press secretary for Obama.
Kind of sad.
We believe that the continued provision of assistance to Egypt, consistent with our law, is important to our goal of advancing a responsible transition to democratic governance and is consistent with our national security interests.
Okay, moving forward.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jen Psaki. Here's this is the Arizona Attorney General, Mark Bronovich. Remember this guy?
Yeah.
Well, he asked a reporter about their STD status after a COVID vaccine question.
Wow.
Yeah, this was in February.
Okay, I kind of get where he's going.
Check this out.
But for the constitutional principles involved. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for pleading United Firefighter Association. I'll be here after to ask any other questions. That's an inappropriate question.
It's not an inappropriate question. This is the thing, Dennis.
Wait, what did the reporter say?
I'll be here after to ask any
He
other
probably
questions.
asked if you're vaccinated.
That's an inappropriate question.
It's not an inappropriate question. This is the thing, Dennis. I will tell everyone here. I believe very strongly in the privacy of our medical and health information, and so my health information is my own information. I would guess I would have, Dennis. Have you had an STD?
Oh.
No, I mean no. Seriously, if we're gonna.
Did you see her face in the background?
Yeah, she's like, whoa. How do I spend that one?
Dennis, have you had an STD? No, I mean, no, seriously, if we're going to start talking about people's personal health information, I mean, the point is that no government, it's, well, you know, it's, if you look.
Is there an STD emergency right now? Yes. There's always an STD emergency.
Hello, monkeypox.
Monkeypox coming up. That's a good tease for monkeypox.
Listen, Bram, to the argument. It's funny, Judge Liberty brought up this point. In the 70s and 80s,
Look at this.
there was.
Look at the guy in the back, Joe. Did you see that?
This guy right
Back
here?
up a little bit and watch the nod.
Okay.
Watch this. Look at this. He's like, yeah.
No government.
Watch him.
No, it's.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, it's if you listen, Bram, to the.
Yo, Ed Reynolds wrote in. Hey, guys, someone got a hold and just leaked Ray Epps' texts from January 6th.
Uh-oh. Wow. Ray Epps.
Argument. It's funny, Judge Liberty brought up this point. In the 70s and 80s, there was an outbreak. And if you accept the notion that the federal government, for public health reasons, can mandate you to do something or not do something, then does that mean if there was an STD outbreak or health outbreaks in the 70s and 80s, could they tell you that if you're a government contractor or an employee that has a contract with the government, that you can't engage in intercourse with other human beings?
Whoa, this guy's good.
He's good.
He's good. I wonder if he got.
Is that like Carrie Lake's dad or something?
I don't know, but I like him. He sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Ever hear of Tulsi Gabbard?
Yeah, I have once or twice. Yeah, cool lady.
Here's Tulsi talking about Joe Biden.
Supported Joe Biden.
This was in February.
Millions of other Americans voted for Joe Biden because he promised to unite us. He promised to bring us together, to end the divisiveness. Sadly, not only has he failed to do this, he has betrayed us all by pouring fuel on the fires of divisiveness that are tearing our country apart. Now, Biden compares those who disagree with him to racists, traitors, to enemies of bygone eras. And Biden now has his attorney general targeting millions of Americans as domestic terrorists.
We face.
I could,
She's not wrong.
I could, what's it called? I could, I don't know. That brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could penetrate that brain all day long.
Yeah, you could.
You know,
You
extract
just
a lot of
fondle that
information.
brain.
Look at that face.
Right?
Ooh, ooh. I like
you
this
just
game of
fondle that
Tulsa.
brain and massage it. And
Let's see. Do we get any tongue action out of her?
Hmm.
Nah, I shouldn't be doing this.
No, you shouldn't. It's very disrespectful.
That's the best we're going to get.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look, she's blowing me a kiss. Look, she's blowing me a
Yep.
kiss. Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
Mwah. Mwah, Tulsa.
There you go, Joe.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's see. GC fight. Oh, Golden Corral fight. We had a Golden Corral fight.
Here locally?
No.
I
wish.
Yeah.
But look at
Because half of them be armed if it was here.
Why? Why do they fight?
Well, yeah, what's a fight over? They took the last cream, what do you call it, cheesecake.
They tried to cancel Joe Rogan
The food's not that
again
good there.
because of the N-word.
Oh, really? He's
Back
nasty?
in the day.
Oh,
Right,
yeah, I remember
remember?
that compilation, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, they tried to
You're
cancel
just better
for that.
off just not using it.
I got another one here. Whoopi messes up again.
Well, also, if you're
Whoops.
going to do this, then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race.
Oh, yeah, this one again, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's right.
No.
Yeah.
Comparing vaccinations to what Anne Frank went through. So it is necessary.
She's the worst, this one.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Ever since I shared that
Once
diet
again.
that diet cookbook with Whoopi, it just
didn't work.
Man, she's got to be like 400 pounds.
You couldn't wear Let's Go Brandon face masks on plane.
Really?
In 2022.
Oh, that's
Good, how are you?
that's fun.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Once again, for those passengers who are joining us now, face coverings are federally mandated. Please ensure your face coverings over your nose and mouth at all times. Please still have the boarding.
I know.
door
I was just okay. I'll wear that one,
Before
but
wearing like your face coverings, just let us know. We can rearrange.
He's got the Let's Go Brandon digital.
How much did that cost?
I don't know. That's a nice one, though.
I mean, excuse me.
That's kind of money wasted,
I'll
Joe.
wear
He's got the
this,
shirt,
but
too, though.
Yeah, he does.
Does he got to take off the
He
shirt?
really believes in it.
Right.
Is there a
I'm
reason
down
why-
with it. I love the...
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we're not going to go anywhere. We're not flying to Disney World if you're wearing
So my
that.
master's a plan, too.
Okay.
I know. I was just asking a question. I'm not.
He's being so
confrontational.
polite.
It's just-
He's like, am I offending you? I don't understand.
Yes. Sure.
Just because your dumbass voted for him.
Please let that bleed
Look
through.
at he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm not putting this on.
Wow. This is not America anymore.
It's like I'm in Canada.
This is not America anymore.
Oh, I wish you would have left it
I
on.
think yours is offensive then. This is NFL.
But what about his shirt? He can still wear a shirt?
Yeah. I guess they didn't notice the shirt.
I have it all recorded.
That's right. And I'm going to tell somebody. I'm going to tell somebody important.
You know, a lot of these people felt stealing was okay in 2022.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that just happened to my wife.
What happened?
Where was she? Somebody just walked out with a bunch of stuff.
Like this guy?
No, literally, they just walked right out. She's, I think, in Marshall's.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this weekend.
In Clarksville.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, she said people just grabbed stuff and walked right out.
Unreal.
The employees were like, well, there they go.
No.
You gonna pay for that?
See, back in my
You
day,
gonna pay for that?
we'd have
Where?
tackled that sucker.
You gonna pay for it?
Watch this lady.
Oh, look at this lady. She's like, no, I'm not having this.
Oh, my.
I did not fight in 2 world wars for this.
Like, look at, come on, Doritos? You know what I mean?
Right. I can't pay for my Doritos.
Like, I bet he stole this bike.
I stole the bike, stole the
pay
hoodie.
for it?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, like a hockey fight.
Look at this.
Oh, there he is, exposed. Down goes Frazier.
Whoa.
Oh, is she holding on to the cart?
Whoa! Okay, how does this lady?
There he is, by the way.
How does this lady not get one of those, like, presidential medals of freedom?
Because they want this. They want the anarchy.
Shake your shit and go. Fuck off.
Yeah, F you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
God
Prices
bless
are going to
her.
go up.
God bless her.
Keep stealing, prices have to go up. Supply and demand.
You probably stole the bike too.
She's great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She is.
She should be getting a medal around her neck for courage.
Here's the truckers in Canada. Peaceful protesters.
If my family was still in Canada, I would hope they'd be part of that.
Look at these evil white supremacists.
Oh, yeah.
There were some liberal meltdowns in Ottawa, Canada.
Get out of my fucking city! Get out of my fucking city! Hey, fuck you! I lost my mind because I haven't slept in 5 fucking days!
Oh, you poor baby.
It has to fucking stop.
You know, I do give him one of these. I'll let him go right to sleep.
Continue until freedom improves. Simple as that. Simple as that. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you and your freedom. That's what he's saying, okay? That's what we're up against in this culture war.
No, you know, Joe, I was watching 1883. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I like that
And I
series.
just thought, man, we are so weak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because only the strongest of the strong were the ones making it.
Listen, that blonde girl, she would have made it.
Oh,
Like,
she
as
wouldn't
far
have
as
made
she
it.
did.
She wouldn't have made it past year 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Tim
didn't
McGraw would have been very unhappy.
Oh,
with
I
you.
would have got my ass beat.
Oh, she's
Right.
very cute.
I would have been like that Indian
Those
guy.
dimples.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh,
Didn't the Indian
she's-
guy and her do it?
She was doing it with everybody. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
she was.
She was really, really cute.
Another thing too about that though, and I really did enjoy 1883, but a little too much narration on her part.
But you know what though? That's what made the women want to watch it because when you see 1923, there's no. It's not. My wife has no interest in it.
But here's the thing: the narration part.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be from Tennessee. She does not sound like
She doesn't sound like Tennessee, but when you're that cute, who cares where you're from?
I'm a stickler.
Who cares? Joe, I'm just saying. My point is back to like this guy here.
Fuck me? Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Okay, in the world of 1883, that guy would have got his finger broken off and
Yes.
shoved up his ass.
Right.
And it would have been okay.
Right.
Because the strong survived.
Mm-hmm.
It was about natural selection. The strong survived. The weak were gone. And now the problem is the weak are not only surviving, they're thriving.
Right.
They're running the country.
Well, they're getting back because why? They want anarchy. They want the chaos. They want to be able to control the weak people.
Yeah.
And what do? You take the weak people and you give them what is called so-called power. So
Right.
they can control the ones who are in charge. Like, look at this, where they had actual separate entrances in schools for mask or no mask. That
no
is-
COVID amnesty, I'm
this.
telling you. This should all be investigated. Of course, Congress is weak and feckless, and they won't do anything about it.
You know what they were hoping? Here's what some of these evil people were hoping. That the unmasked entrance, those kids were going to get sick.
They're going to get sick and die off.
Okay? And
Right.
so they can go, you see?
See?
And guess what? After 2.5 years, they never got the you see.
That's right.
And that's why they're mad. That's why they
I'm
still wear the
envious
masks.
of you
Why's
because
that?
I had to get vaccinated. I
Ugh.
had to.
You do what you had to do, but I could have gave you some legal paperwork. Or at least you could have, your boss, gave him a piece of paper, be like, listen, if anything happens to me, you're liable.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
know.
I know.
It's all right. 1 dose?
Well, I had the.
You know, it's none of my business.
No, I had 3. I had the 2 doses and the booster, and the booster almost killed me. But no, I'm just saying. I knew. You know why I was doing it, Joe? To shut my wife up.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I did it was so she'd shut up.
Oh, she should have signed the liability paper.
Exactly. That's the only reason I got any of the shots was to shut her up. I didn't want any of them.
Why was she so into it?
Because she consumes liberal mainstream media news.
Even
she
though-
fell for the scares. She fell. I've never even had a flu shot in my life. I'm Denny the Bull. Why do you think they call me Denny the Bull? Because I never get sick.
Here.
Right?
Right.
That's I'm not Denny the
Denny the
mosquito.
sheep.
I'm Denny the bull because I'm never down.
Denny the
right?
mosquito.
And so
the gnat.
I didn't want the damn thing. In fact, they kept breaking needles in my arm trying to get one in.
Boom.
Right?
You should have got the Joe Biden, the fake one. Did you see the Kamala one with where it collapsed? It was
No,
yeah,
did it like bandits?
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I didn't want it.
Well.
But anyway, this will continue to piss me off because I never fell for this. I only did it because I had to.
I know. I know. We should have had her on the show. We could have talked about it.
I would say to our
She's had
athletes,
60 years of consuming
you're there
that crap.
So, remember.
She thinks this is a hero. She thinks this is a great lady.
Really?
Yeah, she thinks this is a person to admire. And I think this is a vulture.
I would love to get
demon.
you two on the show and play the not so newlywed game.
Yeah.
So here's Pelosi on the China Olympics.
I would say to our
Are you going to get in trouble for saying this stuff?
What do you mean?
You
With
know,
her?
if she hears this.
No.
Oh, okay.
athletes,
She knows.
Oh,
you're there to compete. Do not risk
Yeah, her denture.
incurring the anger of the Chinese government because they are ruthless.
Right.
I know there is a temptation on the part of some to speak out while they are there. I respect that, but I also worry about what the Chinese government might do to their reputations, to their families.
Yeah,
I would
don't
say
piss off
to our
Russia. Me and my husband make a lot of money off of them.
Just a corrupt ghoul. Uninspiring, unintelligent, unmotivated. She's just a parasite.
This Dutch reporter, got removed during the China Olympics for trying to report the news. Live on the air.
He's like, no, you can't do that.
And look at the Fraggle Rock reporter over there in the studio.
Yeah, no kidding.
She does look like Red Fraggle all growing up.
Yeah, she does.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
She kind of looks like something from The Grinch Stole Christmas.
I'd go down on Fraggle Rock.
The Who's. She looks like a Who.
Wahoo Dory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the Joe Rogan apology for using the N-word.
Hello, friends.
Like the N-word from back in the day.
Video talk about the most
And he never called
regretful
anyone
and shameful
the
thing
N-word.
that I've ever
He
had to
just
talk about
used it in reference.
Right, yeah.
Like
There's a
when I
video
read
that's
or
out.
sing
It's a
Notorious
compilation
B.I.G.
of me saying
Oh,
the
no.
N-word.
That's different.
It's a video that's made of clips taken out of context of me of 12 years of conversations on my podcast.
He looks like Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now, doesn't he? Oh, my gosh.
Do you remember
What's
this
your
one?
first wife doing on here?
Do you remember this one?
I think, isn't this she like attacked her like
yes.
a tiger?
She turns into, she's like a wolf lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Put your feet in.
This is what drugs does to you, kids.
Ma'am, put your feet in so we can close the doors.
Yeah, just take a belly club to her knees, and that'll do it.
Is she pregnant? No.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You're gonna close the door.
I think she got my
Stay right
cookbook
there.
just like
Before
like
we move.
Whoopi did.
Hey.
I jumped a little
Calm
bit.
down.
Oh.
Calm down. Back up.
Tase
Back up.
her ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
Back up.
Right in the mouth. Wow, Exorcist 3.
Look at the sunglasses, too.
Get your foot back in there. Get your foot back in there. Get your foot back in there.
My gosh.
Ma'am, we're going to have to tase you. You're not going to like that.
understand what you're telling
After one date with Padula, you're acting like this?
That's it. She probably keyed their van.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Bro.
Cadbury eggs are now $2.12 each. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah.
Wow.
Craziness. Don't
Yeah.
do drugs.
No kidding.
Heather McDonald.
Heather McDonald.
Yes.
So I'm in the
emergency
Well, so this year, where is it? This comedian, Heather McDonald,
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag.
okay, is on
Oh,
stage.
she's the one who collapsed.
Yes, on stage, February of
Talking
2022.
about COVID.
Yes.
Or the vaccine.
Yes.
I got it. Nothing's ever happened to me bad.
Oh, here we go.
And I mean, she collapses like a sack of
Like her head bounces.
It does.
I don't care, but I want you to know, double vaxxed, booster, flu shot,
Wow.
and I'm going to be honest,
You're so healthy.
I have the shingle shot too.
No side
And
effects.
I still get my period. What? Yes!
Okay.
No side effects whatsoever.
Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets.
She's already starting to panic breathe. Do you hear it?
Oh, she's breathing heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most.
Look how she's slouching, too. Something
Yeah,
already
it's
is
kind
not
of a
going...
weird stance.
Right. Something already is not going well.
Got some
inside
very
that
high
head.
heels on, too.
Seriously. So nice. So nice.
Boom!
Wow. So if you're in the audience watching that, you're thinking this is the joke.
Yes.
I'm healthy. Hey, no side effects. Nothing wrong with me. And then boom, and falls down. You go, oh, man,
Danny,
good one.
If this was the joke,
yeah,
that would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
Like hysterical.
Right. Wait, this was God saying, hey, I'm going to make you funny real quick.
It could be.
Yeah.
But
And look at her. She's
Listen
like,
to the crowd reaction.
they're laughing. They're like, good one.
And this could have been real serious.
Yeah, and then they're going, is she kidding?
Right.
It's like that happened to me when I was very young at a circus one time. I saw a lady collapse, and I was like, is that real?
Mm-hmm.
No, she was hurt.
Trapeze artist.
Yeah.
So I'm in the emergency room. I look weird. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
I'm so
I
humiliated.
passed out on stage. I got
You did not pass out on stage. That's not passing out.
Yeah, you passed out because you're loaded up with drugs, baby.
up. I did one joke, and I felt so dizzy. You could see my eye. I fell on my eye.
You fell on your eye?
Oh, my God.
No, you fell on your ass.
I cannot believe this happened. I feel so terrible that they had to tell everyone to leave and then cancel the second show.
You think she ever did that joke?
I don't
ever
think
again?
so.
Oh, a Tempe, I will be back.
Oh, I'll be back
I've
to see
never
you.
ever fainted in my life.
Well, I guess the joke's on you, honey.
There was a mayor in Boston who was doing a live feed because she was one of these lockdown.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
we want the vax passports. And
Yeah.
we want all this, right? So she goes live on
Michelle
Instagram.
Wu Padula.
Yeah, Michelle Wu Padula. And read the comments.
Yeah.
Why do you hate kids, teachers, cops, firemen? You discriminate, period.
Yeah, she's like, you're ruining our great city. Long live Larry Bird. Oh, I made
And
that one
look,
up.
look at her reading it. Resign. How long will you mandate tyranny? What are the metrics?
That is funny.
In the meantime,
I will do something else.
try to just fill time by answering any questions anyone has.
Yeah, sure. You are ruining Boston.
She's waiting for questions to be asked.
I see a lot of friends who have different.
You are doing
Happy
great.
New Year! Yes, Year of the Tiger. Very, very cute tiger emoji.
Just not even acknowledging
that she's getting killed here.
Right. When will you lift the mandates?
I mean, we're checking with the Congresswoman's
Unmask our
team.
kids.
If it comes down to it, I will log out and log back in.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to log out and log back in because
Yeah.
I'm getting slammed.
Stop medical tyranny and the mandates. Vax doesn't stop spread. Why
She's
the
looking at her.
mandate?
She's looking at the assistant whose idea this was.
Recall her. Yes.
Going,
Yes.
great idea. She's kind of hot, though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I mean,
mind. I
you
don't
know.
mind Michelle Wu. Physically. Remember in
Michelle
Australia, they were doing those lockdowns, and they had the camps where they sent the COVID people. Then the people started protesting, like enough.
Yeah.
Look how many people turned out in Canberra.
Wow. Can you do a good Australian accent?
Hello.
See, I can't. My Australian accent's terrible.
Mine's a little British.
Yeah, mine's not like Irish.
Good eye, mate.
That's right, Joe.
Same thing in New Zealand. They had the most draconian lockdowns.
Oh,
in New
my
Zealand,
gosh. Oh.
they took to the streets in February.
Wow.
I would not mess with these people.
No, these guys look like.
Look at this.
Wow. Is that Jason Momoa?
No, these people are real. Jason Momoa is fake.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah. I got to learn this chant. Yeah, don't mess with Aborigines and from New Zealand. Real ones. I speak Aborigine.
Do you?
They are saying, fuck you, pretty much. Right. Pretty much that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't speak Aborigine, but I could kind of guess.
What are you doing?
So this was, okay. So,
What are you doing? You fucking bogan slut.
So here we go. Okay. So they're going to a protest, right?
Yeah.
And this lady outside of the car hates the fact that they're driving through her neighborhood.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of Canberra. Go get a job.
This is Australia again.
Oh.
Find something better to do with your fucking
you done?
What have you done?
Can
you
I
reversed
please have
into
your
me.
license?
Honey, you just reversed into me. I have a fucking camera.
Sorry, we're at a traffic light
Yeah,
and
you
you
can say whatever you want, and you can put whatever you want, sweetheart. The media doesn't care about you.
Oh, yeah. So the driver, so she doesn't like that this other driver is here for the protest, to protest lockdowns and stuff.
Oh.
So this Karen, this Australian Karen.
Is she outside the car?
Or
the Karen's inside the car?
The Karen's inside the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, the media doesn't care about you.
I'm not talking to the media.
It sounds like Rita Panahi.
So she gets, so the lady outside in the car gets out of the car because she just got hit by this crazy lady.
Okay.
You want to know how I know she's crazy?
How?
Watch this. Okay.
What's that? What are you looking for?
Don't you worry.
What are you looking for?
Oh,
Did you see that?
A maniac.
Yeah, I am. So get the fuck out of Canberra because there are a lot of us.
Good.
Yeah?
Maniac.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Emma. I'm so sorry. You fucking idiot. You are fucked.
I'm going to try to drive her.
Yeah, I do. I'd flip her car right over.
Here's a different perspective.
Get the fuck out of Canberra. Nobody wants you to fuck here. Nobody wants you here. Nobody wants you here.
Here's the problem. She is great in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's the issue.
Yeah, she got 8 kids.
Okay?
But nobody's wearing masks. What are they protesting here?
That was the lockdowns and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not wearing masks.
Well, forced vaccinations and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All
Yep.
right.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of like them feisty like that. But
The National Football League welcomes you to the Pepsi
Oh,
Super
no.
Bowl 56 halftime.
Do you remember the halftime show?
I don't think I watched it.
Yeah. You had this old Snoop Dogg, old Dr. Dre.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes,
Old
yes.
old Fat 50 Cent.
Mary J. Blige,
Yeah.
68 years old.
Yeah, that's right. Right. You know, and then Eminem came out. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was supposed to be really great.
Yeah, was it?
No, it was all right.
I think I was.
I like the songs.
I think I was in the can.
Oh. You want to see some Ukraine fighting footage?
Not really.
No.
It looks like a video game, Joe.
Isn't that crazy?
Looks like a video game, Joe.
It does look like a video game. Here's some Russian choppers.
Quick, get to the chopper.
You know what they're shooting off right there? These choppers are flares to distract from the heat-seeking weaponry.
Oh.
War sucks, man.
Russian helicopters.
War sucks. But
here's the problem, Joe.
Yeah.
If you're a politician in Washington, right, and you're not, there's not even discussion of diplomacy.
Right.
Not even a word. of a diplomatic solution here.
Well, you know,
no negotiation whatsoever.
They worked out a deal before it all began.
There was a deal in 2014 called the Minsk Accords that was
the
totally
Minsks.
pissed all over by the United States. But I'm saying that back in like March or April,
Yes.
they had an agreement, and Boris Johnson went there and said no agreement.
You think that's part of the reason why he stepped down in the year of 2022?
I hope so. He was a
Putin's
clown.
made up his mind.
Here's
What
Kamala.
leverage do you really have? Why not put those sanctions in place now?
The purpose of the sanctions has always been and continues to be deterrence.
She's just making
But
everything
let's
up as
also
she goes here.
recognize the unique nature of the sanctions that we have outlined.
She has no idea what she's
These
talking
are some of the greatest sanctions, if not the strongest, that we've ever issued.
The
As
greatest
I articulated
sanctions
yesterday,
of all time.
it is directed,
It's directed.
at institutions, in particular financial institutions and individuals, and it will exact absolute harm for the Russian economy and their government.
But if Putin has made up his mind, do you feel that this threat that has been looming is really going to deter him?
They knew there was no stopping the invasion of Russia. They knew. They wanted it.
Well, they provoked it for 9 full years. So, I mean, you would think that, I mean, they did everything they could to provoke this unprovoked attack. I mean, they have been funding Ukrainian oligarchs for a decade plus. Let's not forget when Biden was vice president, remember there was going to be an investigation into Hunter Biden, and he said, no, you get rid of the prosecutor.
That's right.
Right, because
of
we were...
Burisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there has always been these parts of Ukraine on the eastern side that are still loyal to Russia, because when the Soviet Union split in the late 80s, they didn't want to be part of Ukraine, or the Ukraine. They wanted to still be part of Russia.
Hence the Minsk Accords.
2013, 2014. And so we have been consistently parking military weapons in Ukraine for a decade.
Do you know about the biolabs that are in Ukraine?
I heard about that, but I don't know if I fully believed it because, again, I heard it from the mainstream media. But I'm just saying, Joe, let's say for the last 10 years, Russia had been giving Canada rockets and tanks and aircraft for 10 full years.
That's right.
We see Russia giving Canada just tons and tons of military aid.
Yeah.
Right? For 10 years, it's been going on. So here we are in Ontario, Canada, right across from Michigan, right across Lake Huron, okay? At some point, the United States would say, okay, if you put one more thing in Canada right across our border, we're going to go in there and take it all.
We did one thing in real world, but even further, with Cuba.
In Cuba, right? Right.
Either you take out your missiles.
That's right. Or we're going to wipe it off the map.
Right.
Right?
Era, Khrushchev, get your missiles out.
So how is this any different but the reverse? Now,
it's not different.
I'm not saying, oh, well, I'm glad he attacked because there's no other option.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying in Washington, there's not even discussion of diplomacy. Not at all. Not a breath.
And
the mainstream media wants war because that gives them ratings. Half their money comes from defense contractors.
Let's not forget about what we learned about FTX with the money going in and going to Ukraine, a laundering system of
Ukraine
money.
is the most corrupt country in
coming
Europe.
back to FTX clean and then being sent out for donations.
Donate $40 million for Senate candidates.
And not one America First Canada.
Right.
Canada got any.
That's right.
Some rhino Republicans, but majority Democrats. Here's some news.
Okay.
It's not clear what may have been taken, and no arrests have been made.
A 71-year-old man is accused of inappropriately touching a 12-year-old girl at the Walmart in West Mifflin Sunday afternoon. According to court...
That's great.
Somebody messed up.
That is great.
Either somebody messed up or I bet somebody did it on purpose.
They probably did it on purpose.
Right? You caught that, right?
A 71-year-old man is accused of inappropriately touching a 12-year-old girl
That's
at
great.
the Walmart in West Mifflin Sunday afternoon. According
to it's brilliant.
Was
Brilliant.
the State of the Union in February?
It was coming up in March.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Are we in March?
Yeah, we are in March.
Oh, my gosh. Well, there's things in February that we didn't cover.
Such as? What do you say?
Well, you know, the FDA approved the first ever condom specifically designed for sodomy. Did you know that?
Okay, so
I have it right here in my notes, Joe. I wrote these notes down.
A condom for the rear entrance.
Exactly.
What makes it different?
Well, I guess it's stronger.
Is
I don't
it?
know. But here's my question. Okay, this behavior has been going on literally since Sodom and Gomorrah.
Uh-huh.
But yet it took until February of 2022.
That's right.
For the FDA to create a condom designed for that behavior.
Yeah.
That's too long.
Well, I mean, they must have known about
That's what she said.
the upcoming monkeypox.
That's true.
Because how do you spread monkeypox? Well, we got a video from the FDA. No, not FDA, not the Food and Drug.
And you know what else you missed?
Uh-huh.
Austin Kendrick won the Daytona 500, Joe. You didn't say a thing about that. We have race fans here.
Yeah.
And lastly, you forgot that President Biden nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson to fill the vacant Supreme Court seat in February. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I got for February.
No, that's pretty good.
I don't want to miss anything.
No, I'm glad that you're pulling it.
Because
That's good.
people in the comments are going to say, hey, you guys didn't talk about Ketanji Brown Jackson.
That's right.
And I want to make sure we talk about her.
I think I got some of her stuff in March.
Meta dropped $230 billion in market value in one day in February. That's the biggest ever drop in,
Why do you think that was?
Because Facebook sucks. That's why.
because Facebook is asshole. Right. Let's see. How about homophobic horses in March?
Wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, horses in March could be homophobic.
Oh, brother.
Mounted
Where is
police
this?
Force.
Oh, my gosh. They see the rainbow and they
Don't
stop.
like the color. Don't like the
Come
color.
on, Nelly.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
No way.
Oh, he goes around the rainbow. That's funny.
No.
Oh, my God. They need to put those horses down.
Yeah.
Right?
Homophobic horses.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Kamala Harris.
Because as we all know, elections matter.
Oh, brother.
If I remember this one.
What a clown.
From March 2022. She sounds like Bill Cosby. You tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
All right?
Because as we all know, elections matter.
Yeah, kind of.
And when folks vote, they order what they want. And in this case, they got what they
want
asked
a
for.
Jello pudding pop.
I went off script a little bit.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, your brain's off script.
Do you see the Jello pudding pop? She kind of does here. She's got the Cosby cadence going.
And when folks
brother.
vote,
She's going to be
they
president of
order
the United
what
States,
they
Joe.
want.
Okay, let's move on.
She's going to be president.
Let's move forward.
I'll buy a bell.
Wheel of Fortune in March.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that Elizabeth Olsen?
That's Laura.
Oh, I remember this.
What is it? The phrase.
Another feather in your cap.
Right.
But all these dumbasses couldn't figure it out.
Common phrase.
Very common.
Right.
I nailed it.
Right.
I'll solve.
Okay.
Another feather in your hat.
Oh, my God. Are you stupid?
Christopher.
Poor Vanna White's got to sit there and pretend
No,
not to
Vanna's
laugh.
just like, I could have been an orthodontist.
She's so beautiful.
I could have done something with my life.
So this guy spins.
Wow.
I think it lands on like bankrupt.
Yeah, like
oh, wait,
multiple
650.
times.
Oh, yeah. This
I
guy
want
wants
a
to buy a
G.
G.
No G.
There's no G's here, dummy.
Another feather on your in your gap.
Yeah. Another
Tag?
feather
Pag?
in your map.
Right. That's right. This guy gets bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost-
my gosh.
almost the 1 million.
$1 million bankruptcy.
Spin the wheel and try to
This
solve
guy's
the
like, I'm
puzzle.
surrounded by these two
Yeah.
dumbasses.
Okay.
Another
So she's going again. What do you think she says?
Another feather
Oh,
in your lap.
Yes.
feather in your lap.
No.
This is where Pat Sajak's
Oh,
like,
the feather is moving around.
maybe
Christopher.
I should just slap some sense in her real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Vanna's just
900.
miserable.
D.
D?
I don't get it.
Another feather in your dad?
No. Thomas.
I don't get it.
Another feather in your chicken.
And guess what this guy lands on?
Lose a turn.
Yeah, bankrupt guy gets lose a turn.
Gets lose a turn.
Laura, you have another opportunity here. You can
He's just
spin the
itching.
wheel.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's just
He knows it.
He's
What do you
bouncing.
wanna do?
Go ahead and spin.
I want to go back to school.
She's gonna spin.
She's gonna spin because I'm stupid.
Well, what letter would you like?
A P?
All right.
All right.
But she is like so unsure about that P.
There's a P.
A P.
Another feather in your snap.
Spin or solve?
I will solve.
Okay.
I will solve.
Another feather
No.
in
No.
your map.
No.
Pat Zajak's like, is this rigged? Are they trying to let this guy win?
Here's what's going on.
Yeah.
This is some liberal college student.
Right.
She's trying to lose to the guy next to her.
She took
It has to be.
lesbian dance theory at
Right.
UT, and
She's like, my white privilege, I can't win this.
right. That's not.
It
fair.
has to be.
I want him to win.
Right.
He,
Does that,
he needs the money more because he's
yeah.
one of those disadvantaged.
Yeah.
people.
Whose parents probably have more money than me.
He's one of those disadvantaged. We keep hearing black and brown people.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they include black and brown.
Mm-hmm. It's funny they don't include red.
They don't include red or,
Or
yellow.
yellow.
Well,
Right.
that's because yellow aren't really disadvantaged, Joe.
No. Oh,
They're at the
they
top.
do the best.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God!
No way.
He's going to be
Oh my
bankrupted.
goodness.
Pat Zajak's like,
she's like, I'm trying to give it to you.
trying to give it to you, man.
Look at this. He's busting.
Hashtag reparations.
Thomas, you have no money. I don't know. You're going to spin. You're going to try to
I'll
solve?
spin.
Okay.
He's going to spend. Why doesn't he just solve it? Because he didn't have any money.
Right.
That's why.
So what letter would you like?
A C.
Is there
There
a C
you
up
go.
there anywhere? There you go.
This guy for 5 minutes.
Solve. Another feather in your cap.
Yeah, there you go.
Pat Zajak's like, literally,
You know what?
literally, I hate myself.
This is white supremacy.
This is natural selection, Joe.
This.
And it used to be, if you were that dumb, you were a failure.
This is the face of white
But
supremacy.
of the last quarter century now, the dumbest people, the most unintelligent people, they are the ruling class now.
I learned a lot in March of 2022 about fake news.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to war.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it the body bag?
Yeah. The body bag and the girl sits up.
Gar nicht.
Like Tom Cruise in the Mummy.
Ganzen Tag. Oha.
Okay.
Wow. Now, I saw one where this reporter was reporting live from Ukraine, right in the middle of the war zone.
Right.
She was at a freaking mall. And there are people walking out of the mall with their bags and going, oh, yeah, I've heard the war zone's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady's like, actually, we're in it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, that's right.
They went to the subways, and this one girl went viral singing Let It Go from Frozen.
Yeah.
Можно немножечко тишины?
Yep, all make it go viral, my friends. Look at them go, right?
Yeah. That was the last good Disney movie.
In March, the Don't Say Gay bill, which is
Right.
has nothing to do with.
I actually have that on the list.
Yeah.
The Parental Rights in Education Act, I think you mean, Joe?
Yes, we read the whole thing on the show
Yeah.
back in March.
Right.
And it has nowhere does it say you cannot say gay.
Right.
Right.
But the media said that.
Right.
And therefore, everybody, like my wife, says that.
Really?
Because they are going to repeat whatever the...
Did you ever give her the bill to read?
I didn't give her the bill to read, but I just said, you realize that's not what it is at all, and you sound stupid for saying that, right?
Like it discriminates against straight people, actually.
Yeah.
Straight people, gay people. Hey, relationship stuff. These kids, no, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
I didn't want my kids learning about that stuff in kindergarten either.
Right. Yeah, it's just, here, let me see if I got
Because if you're going to teach a kindergartner about sexual education, it's because you are a pervert.
Yeah. Why would you want to talk about sex to little kids like that?
I don't want to talk about sex to 16-year-olds.
No. It's not my thing.
Go figure it out yourself. Just push a couple buttons, stick a few things here and there, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, so here's how the Democrats were reacting.
Democrats.
So they're just running around saying gay, gay,
right,
gay,
because
gay.
they're stupid. They did that at the Oscars, too.
Yeah, it's.
You remember the Oscars? Now, I know you probably don't remember the Oscars, but that was the Oscars that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how it opened.
Was that in March?
Yes.
Okay, I got some footage of that.
Okay.
Does it say that in the bill?
Do you hear
Does it say
right? Do you hear like what you said earlier with the media? Did you hear his question?
Does it say that in the bill? Does it say that in the bill? I'm asking you to tell me what's in the bill because you are pushing false narratives. It doesn't matter what critics say. For who? For grades pre-K through 3. So 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. And the idea that you wouldn't be honest about that and
He's stealing the Trump hands. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You know that? It's awesome.
5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. And the idea that you wouldn't be honest about that and tell people what it actually says, it's why people don't trust people like you because you peddle false narratives. And so we disabuse you of those narratives. And we're going to make sure that parents are able to send their kid to kindergarten without having some of this stuff injected into their school curriculum.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I remember gas got really expensive back in March.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
I'll never complain
Right?
about a
Yes, sir.
destination wedding again.
And they were saying it's because of
Russia
Putin.
has been hit with a series of crippling
Right.
sanctions.
Even though it
And
was
here's Colbert.
high before that.
Because
Yeah.
The U.S. and its European allies are now discussing banning imports of Russian oil.
Do you know what's happening now?
Yeah, this is basically a spokesperson for the establishment right here. This is a mouthpiece.
Colbert, right.
Right.
Well, currently, Russia is selling its oil to China, and we're buying Chinese oil.
Oh, okay.
That is from Russia.
From Russia. Of course we are. Of course we are.
Like
Clown world.
Clown world.
That Putin. We're not going to buy our gas from a war criminal. We're going to buy it from the good guys, Saudi Arabia.
You know, he used to
But
be funny.
It's going to cost. Since the invasion, oil prices have skyrocketed. Today, the average gas price in America hit an all-time record high of over $4 per gallon. Okay, that stings, but a clean conscience is worth $1 or $2.
It doesn't sting
I'm willing
you
to pay.
because you make $30 million a year and don't pay for your own gas because you probably have a studio driver.
It's gonna go up. Can't do much right now. Russia's responsible.
Right. Russia's responsible.
Mm-hmm. Russia is responsible.
Responsible for everything. I'm surprised Russia didn't get blamed for that winter freeze we just had.
Here's a book that went viral.
Yeah.
It's called Sex After 50 by Dr. Fred Jones.
Unless you're Alec Baldwin. You marry that crazy lady, she cranks out a kid every year.
It's all empty pages.
Right? Alec Baldwin.
Yeah?
3 congressmen you have here. 2 of them look like they really could and did play ball, and the other one looks like he could bomb you.
What?
Yeah. He's talking about these guys. And these 2 guys can really play ball. And this guy looks like he could really could bomb you.
Wow.
Could you imagine
if Trump had said that?
Trump.
Yeah.
He really
Jake
could and
Tapper
did
probably
play
would have had a
ball, and the
stroke
other one
on
looks
air.
like he could bomb you. 2 of them look like they really could and did play ball, and the other one looks like he could bomb you.
He said it.
Wow.
Right. Have you ever even heard of this clip from March?
No.
Right.
I didn't see that on CNN.
No, of course not. Did your wife see it on CNN?
She might have. I don't think she watches a lot of CNN, but she'll watch PBS NewsHour, the other ones that are just part of the same thing.
Look at that gas price.
Oh, I remember it got pretty high here. It was like $5 here at
This
the
was
peak.
Kelly, yeah.
was
Kamala
like
went to Poland.
$4.90. She did.
Right, in March. Do you remember?
I wanted to ask you about some reporting that my
Oh,
colleague here in
yeah.
Florida noticed. He
A
recently
friend
spoke
in
with the
need.
mayor of the largest border town,
Is a friend
who told him that
indeed.
the refugee system is essentially not set up for this, that it will collapse. It's an improvised system that can work for maybe 2 weeks, but not indefinitely. And I'm wondering what the United States is going to do more specifically to set up a permanent infrastructure. And relatedly, is the United States willing to make a specific allocation for Ukrainian refugees? And for President Duda, I wanted
Is there
to
a
know
question
if
in here somewhere?
you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept
I'm
more
going to read
refugees.
this book, and then I'll throw a question at the end.
Do you know she has to step on a stool at these podiums?
Does she?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I got footage of all the stools that she steps up on.
Yeah?
Because she's like 5'1".
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a tiny little thing.
Yeah, I remember those pictures of her with Willie Brown. She was quite a bit shorter than him.
Willie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd have to go down on her knees.
Right, the mayor of San Francisco who made her the district attorney there. It's so funny.
People are getting killed.
It's so funny.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Oh, I love it when I go off script. Ain't I funny? He doesn't even know what you said.
This time.
This is what happens when you're a cheerleader.
Madam, the situation is very complex. This is what I was.
You're a cheerleader. You're the prom queen, right? And your teachers all want to screw you, so they give you straight A's. And then because you're pretty, you get a scholarship to go to Brown University or wherever she went, right? This is what happens when you fail upwards as a pretty cheerleader.
Here's her in Poland saying that she's standing on the northern flank. She's on the battlefield. Did you know that?
No.
I am here, standing here
On the northern flank.
on the eastern flank, talking
On the eastern
about
flank.
what
Which
we have
one?
in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies, and what is at stake at this
Oh,
very
brother.
moment. Standing
What
Flank,
in
steak.
the-
on the northern flank.
Did you say steak?
When I listen to her,
talking
Joe, I think
about
commander in
what we have
chief,
in terms of
right?
The eastern flank and our NATO allies.
I think
And what is at
Washington in the
stake
front
at
of the
this
boat
very
going
moment.
across the Potomac,
boy.
right? I think of Patton on the battlefield. I think of Kamala Harris. I really do. She's so inspiring.
Obviously, we have the.
Here's the Secretary of
Oh,
Energy.
I met her.
Did you really?
I met her when she was governor of Michigan. So I'm going to say it was like 2005 or so.
Okay.
She came to our factory because we were building all the brakes for GM vehicles, right? She came to our factory, and I'm going to tell you that woman's got a hell of an ass.
I bet. Yeah.
Great ass.
Well,
I mean, she's put together.
She comes across as an ass. Listen to
She
this.
is an ass, but I'm just saying.
Talking about the high gas prices.
Obviously, we have the acute issues with the Colonial Pipeline
Yeah.
ransomware attack, but looking more holistically in a macro view, how does this speed up the efforts at DOE to move in more of a renewable direction, since this is going to have an impact on people at the pump?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously are all in on making sure that we meet the president's goals of getting to 100% clean electricity by 2035.
Oh, yeah.
And net zero carbon emissions by 2050.
Right, not going to
And, if you drive an electric car, this would not
Right.
be affecting you,
That
clearly.
runs on unicorn farts.
She looks evil.
No, here's the thing. This is what Elizabeth Warren wishes she looked like.
Right.
Native
Native American.
When Elizabeth Warren puts on a lot of makeup and dresses sexy, she's trying to look like that. Like I said, I give her props. She's put together.
Here's the thing. When people go with the electric cars to get,
right, they
to
plug
charge
in.
up. Yeah, they plug in. Where does that come from?
It comes from the same Cumberland City coal plant that
Coal
your
plant.
mine stuff comes from.
Right.
Yeah.
Why aren't they pushing nuclear? I would love.
I wish
nuclear.
a nuclear car.
I would love nuclear.
Every car, it'd be like the DeLorean in Back to the Future, have its own
I would love nuclear power
3.21
plants.
gigawatts of the
Gigawatts.
Right. Was that Bernie Sanders in that
Is there
movie?
something wrong with the gravitational pull of the moon? Why is everything so heavy?
That's Bernie Sanders, dude.
Is
That's
that-
not Doc Brown.
They kind of sound alike.
That's a little. I think it is Bernie.
Yeah. Everything's so heavy.
You know what she is though? She's one of those. She's a liberal. She is a true blue liberal
Yeah.
here.
Well, here's the thing.
She wants no guns anywhere.
Yeah, but they're all pro-war now.
Oh, yeah, they're pro-war because it's not American soldiers.
Because they were saying Trump is going to start World War III. And,
Right. Now that we need to start it.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's Ducey on, this was when Psaki was still.
What do you think of Psaki?
How
many beers?
She needs an alpha. She's another one that needs an alpha.
She needs a Padula.
Yeah.
I bet if you met her at a bar, let's say she was just at the end of a rough day of getting interrogated by Peter Ducey, right?
Right.
She goes to the bar, she's, drinking a couple martinis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Padula walks in. She
Hey,
goes,
how you doing?"
Joe, da, 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 da. I bet she'd probably be pretty cool. If you saw her one-on-one, you'd probably be like, I'm going to be hitting that here in about 30 minutes. I think one-on-one, you'd probably think she was pretty cool.
Here's my answer. My true answer to
The
that.
problem,
Okay.
yeah, I get that, but she's got a good body. That's the important thing, right?
Looks pretty flat.
Put a bag on her head, right? Shut the lights off.
I bet she is freaky, but she needs a beta. I mean, she's with a beta.
She is with a beta. She's like AOC. They're both
Yeah.
with betas.
She needs an alpha.
She needs a Joe
President's
Padula.
statement blames the Putin price hike. Are you guys just going to start blaming Putin
There
for
we go.
everything until the midterms?
Well, we've seen the price of gas go up at least 75 cents since
Peter.
President Putin lined up troops on the border
Since they lined up
of
troops.
Ukraine.
Since he lined up troops.
Last month, the statement didn't mention the Putin price hike. It mentioned inflation because of the pandemic. Why is
Look at
Look at the guy over the left shoulder.
Yeah.
He's going, oh.
This guy's like, oh, what's happening?
And actually, the guy to Ducey's left, he's like, he's like,
just reading. I think he's reading his questions.
he's like, dang, man.
I wish I could do that.
Yes, that guy's got balls.
Yes.
He's got King Kong
Peter,
sized
last-
balls.
He's got BDE.
Well, Peter, last 2 years, there was a global pandemic.
Right.
Everyone who's
I recall.
global economists have all agreed that has been the biggest contributor to date of inflation because of the impact on the.
No, that's wrong. Spending money that you have to print.
Right.
Creates inflation.
And the fact that our Secretary of Transportation, he had to be home with his new babies for 2 months,
2
Joe.
months. He had maternity
leave.
Oh, paternity.
Right?
It's not maternity
He
leave.
had to get his baby body back.
Man.
Right? 2 months.
Ugh. Hey, that's part of the patriarch.
Supply chain. Obviously, global events impact the economy, the global
Yeah,
economy,
agreed. Right.
as well as global
Right.
inflation.
Yes.
And the price hikes, as a result, that have escalated over the course of time of President Putin's further invasion of the impact on the global oil markets are, of course, having an impact.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that look. She's like, Yeah, we get all that. But back to the original question. You're going to blame Putin for everything?
All right. Well, here it is. Ducey gets another one.
about electric vehicles. You guys are pushing electric vehicles today. This is a president who always talks about the power of our example. Does he own an electric vehicle?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
This guy in the back.
He's like, my God, Ducey's just killing her today.
And this guy's like, he does have BDE.
Presidents of the United States don't do a lot of driving.
He's posted videos where he's revving the engine of his Corvette in Bloomington. He ons cars.
Bringing the
And he also has
receipts.
driven electric vehicles as president, as
Where?
to give a model to the rest of the country.
When?
He own one?
I think the president's record
This guy in the back.
I think the president's record speaks for itself. Actually, it speaks totally against it. But
record on this is clear, Peter. Presidents of
Little cleavage coming out here.
the United States, current and when they are no longer, typically are not doing a lot of
you know,
driving.
she'd look
Go
really
ahead.
good in a perm.
Yeah, you think so?
I think I could do something with her hair. I could do something with her hair. I think I could. You know, if she was a blonde, she'd actually probably not look bad.
You think a blonde would be
I think
hers.
a blonde would help her.
Yeah, no, I think she can only do redhead.
Yeah.
We have to treat climate change. This is from it's from whoever tweets for Joe Biden.
Yeah, it's not Joe Biden.
Okay. We have to treat climate change like what is it?
Existential.
Existential, thank you. Existential threat. It is. As president, I will end subsidies for fossil fuel corporations.
No, you won't.
Ban new drilling on federal lands and waters.
No, you won't.
Hold oil executives accountable.
Not a
Rally the
chance.
world to raise the commitments
Of the Paris Agreement. Right.
Is China in that Paris Agreement accord?
I don't think China or India or Russia or half the world.
Right.
But luckily, none of their smog will come over here.
This is what he said in 2019 during the campaign.
Right, yeah, that's all lies.
So here's
They all lied.
Here's from the 2019
Thank you,
debate.
Mr. Vice President. Just to clarify, would there be any place for
Oh,
fossil fuels,
you talk about
including
a lady
coal and
with some legs.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Dana Bash got the best legs on TV.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, look it up.
No way.
She's got the best body on television. That's why she's on TV.
I don't know. That Dana Perino.
Perino's good.
Yeah.
But
But
no,
as
I'm
for
telling you,
legs,
Dana Bash has
fracking
the best body on TV.
in a body.
No.
Just to
Yes.
clarify, Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated and no more subsidies for
dentures.
either one of those, any fossil fuel.
We can't.
And then Trump goes, thank you. Because honestly, you say that, Pennsylvania's gone.
Yeah.
West Virginia's gone.
Yeah.
It's over. You just lost it. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Joe.
And then we know what happened in 2020.
Joe's not going to touch the oil, everybody.
No more, no more fracking.
Pro-fracking.
Pro-frack.
You can frack all your beautiful, clean fracking.
Down at Frackle Rock, okay? That's my favorite show, Frackle Rock.
Yeah, those are all lies. Everything those guys said. Here we go. This is what I've been waiting for.
This is the Oscars.
This is the most talked about event because you can talk about Ukraine war, you can talk about inflation, but I'm saying the biggest conversation driver, in my opinion, of 22 was this. Because
Can't wait to see it. All right?
now, were you on Team Will or Team Chris?
I'm always team Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Always.
I was definitely Team Chris Rock.
You know why? These two are fake.
Yeah.
First of all,
look at her.
She's a liar.
What is she wearing?
Nothing.
What is this?
Oh,
This is
you
like
mean
a
as a- on her
costume
body.
from Dune or something?
She's lied. She lies about her hair loss. She
Yeah,
says
exactly.
it's alopecia.
It's not alopecia.
No. It's
You'd
for-
have big blotches.
what happens from her hair, and this happens a lot in the black community
Yeah.
with the ladies,
Yeah.
is they do so much with
Oh,
their
yeah.
hair.
They have to, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Whether it's the tugging, the tightening,
Oh.
all of the dyes and what have
Yeah.
you to try and make whatever look you want, and that's good for you.
Right, right.
But you're going to get patches.
You got to wear a wig.
And so she shaved her head because she was getting these patches.
Exactly.
And blamed it on alopecia.
It's not true.
And she's not diagnosed with it.
It's not true.
She was asked. And again, it's none of our business.
No.
But when you put it out there to say
Right.
it's alopecia,
Right.
proof is in the pudding.
Everybody seemed to think that joke was pretty funny. if
Yeah.
you look at it. I mean, the initial reaction was laughter.
And here's the thing. So she does not love Will Smith. She's
No,
not in
no,
love
no,
with him.
no,
He doesn't want to look like the cluck that he is.
Right.
The cuck that
Cuck.
he is. Yeah,
Right.
Cluck's a chicken.
Yeah, because she was sneaking around with her son's
Yes.
buddy.
Yes.
And told him that on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's the cuck.
He's a cuck.
Right. So now he
Chris
bullies Chris Rock.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The guy laughed.
He laughed.
Like Will Smith.
Then he looked at his wife.
Uh-huh.
She's pissed off.
That was a nice one.
So he gets up. And Chris Rock leans into it. Does he not?
Yeah, he kind of does.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And that's
And-
assault.
It's assault in front of the entire country.
Right. And hey, you
I
know
wonder
what?
what would have happened if Russell Crowe had walked up there and done that to him.
Right.
And here's the other thing is these award shows.
I got the edited one where the cursing. Keep my wife's name out
Right.
How about you keep your wife out of your son's friend's bedroom?
These award shows have diminished and diminished and diminished because we are less and less and less in love with celebrities. We're less fascinated by celebrities.
Okay. Okay.
And kudos to Chris Rock for being able to continue.
Oh, yeah, he's a professional.
He's a professional, and he had to suck it up and continue. Kudos to him.
Here's the thing. Will Smith, I can never think of him as that bitch.
I was already not watching
Right.
the Oscars because I just don't care about people giving themselves awards.
But I liked I Am Legend and his movies like that, but I can't watch them now.
I thought I thought he ruined Independence Day. I liked it perfectly well until he showed up. And I may have liked I think I liked Enemy of the State.
It's
with Gene
interesting they
Hackman.
made his wife in Independence Day a stripper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm.
But, I always thought he was overrated. I usually thought he brought down certain projects. I know a lot of people love him. But not only am I not going to watch the Oscars again, but I'm probably not going to watch anything he does again. And it just makes me sad. It's just another institution that gets torn down and destroyed by these, you know.
Do you know who Camila Cabello is?
Yes.
I think it's a singer.
She looked at me at a concert. Looked right at me.
Did she?
Yeah, she was in Fifth Harmony. I took my daughter
Fifth
and her
Harmony.
friend to see Fifth Harmony
Yeah.
down at Fontanelle, the outdoor
That's right.
thing, okay? The woods at Fontanelle. And this chick looked right at me during that concert. We had really good seats, Joe. And I'm just kind of sitting there. The girls are dancing around.
Yeah.
And this is Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
She looked right at me.
Well, she did a live video in 2022 March.
Yeah.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Wardrobe.
Are you ready for it?
Malfunction, yeah.
Live. So if she's allowed to do it, we're allowed to show it.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Can I see? Oops.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you see the slip?
Why do these celebrities all just think they got to get naked all the time?
You think you think that was done on purpose?
Because it used to be just trashy behavior, but
you think that was done
now
on purpose?
it's like even that Millie Bobby Brown, the
say
girl
that in
from
the
Stranger
bill?
Things,
Does it say?
who I don't really think of as a babe.
This
I think
is
of her
Jussie
actually
Smollett,
as an
surrounded
actress.
by cameras here. His 92-year-old grandmother.
Jussie Smollett.
His 92-year-old grandmother.
Jussie Smollett went to court.
Yeah.
For the you know,
hoax.
Yeah. You know,
The hate crime hoax
in Chicago.
He couldn't find any Trumpers.
MAGA.
He couldn't find any MAGA to beat him up.
Did your wife believe that at the time?
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Well, here's his sentencing after found guilty.
I know that Jussie Smollett grew up knowing.
Let's not forget
to
what
be
happened.
sensitive to matters about racial discrimination, any kind of discrimination,
He's
any
not
kind
suicidal,
of social
I know
injustice. And a matter of fact, I'm learning more about it as we're going on in the letters I've been receiving and the testimony I've heard today. He's been doing this all his life. He doesn't just talk the talk. He's walking the walk. He's out there.
Sorry.
He's advocating.
I just
He's
lost the
involved
video.
In the community. He cares deeply about social justice
There it
issues.
is.
And for you now to sit here, convicted of hoaxing hate crimes, racial hate crimes, and homophobic hate crimes, the hypocrisy is just astounding. I don't know where to begin. I'll remember one thing that will always stick in my mind, and I've been involved in so many trials over the years, but something happened in this trial that it was remarkable, and it talks about your sensitivity to issues of social justice.
He was losing his job at
Right,
Empire.
right.
And he wanted to get his name out there.
He wanted
for-
to be relevant.
And he wanted to be a rapper, too.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're on the
brother.
witness stand.
He said he was the gay Tupac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he'll have time in his jail cell to write a lot of good rap.
He's not in jail.
Oh, he's not?
No.
He didn't get. He didn't have to go to jail.
Listen.
Okay.
Rules for thee, but not for we.
Yeah.
You're being cross-examined. Your liberty is at stake. It is your criminal trial. Mr. Webb is winding through some things on cross-examination, and he's going through some social media communications, and whether it was Instagram or chat or text, a little quibbling about that, that doesn't matter. But Mr. Webb found a line that he wanted to confront you with, and he said, "Didn't you say," and he used a word starting with the letter N, "meet me at this place at this time," and I'm paraphrasing. And rather than just answer the question, which is what a witness is supposed to do and expected to do in their criminal trial,
Yeah.
you wanted to make yourself more famous, and for a while it worked. Everybody was talking about you.
This is the
lights
judge.
are on you. You were actually throwing a national pity party for yourself. And why would you do such a thing?
Wow.
Why would you? I understand.
It's
you
a Chicago
crave the
judge.
That
attention
guy's a
so much,
racist.
but why would you betray something like social justice issues, which you care so much about? And the only thing I could conclude is that, and I acknowledge, there are wonderful sides to you. There are very giving and charitable and loving sides to you.
There are.
But you have another side of you
monkeypox.
that is profoundly arrogant and selfish and narcissistic. That's the only thing that can be concluded.
Wow.
And that bad side of you came out during the course of all these events.
Man. Dang.
So,
Was this in April?
this was in March.
Oh, wow.
March of 2022.
My
I'm
goodness.
fashioning the following sentence, and here's your sentence. I'm sentencing you to 30 months felony probation, and the probation is going to be to this court. You're going to be allowed to travel wherever you want. You do not have to live in the state of Illinois. You can report by phone. I know that if you're going to try to make a living and do some of the things you do, you may have to go to other places, New York and Los Angeles. You can do those things.
Fake hate crime should be a felony.
Yeah.
Is it not?
There was a lot of planning involved with this.
Much planning.
And
You will
right, remember the brothers?
Yep.
restitution to the city of Chicago in the amount of $120,106. You are fined $25,000, which is the maximum.
Do you
fine.
think that's going to pay for
And
all
you will
the time these lawyers and judges spent
How about
on this case?
How about the man hours of the cops?
That's what I mean. You
Right.
think that's going to pay for any of that?
No.
No.
No, the overtime, if I remember, calculated well past like $500,000.
The first
Maybe even more.
150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail.
Oh.
So he did have some time to write.
So he's happy right now. Jesse Smollett,
Right.
is fine with everything.
Yeah, he's pretty happy.
Maximum fine. And you will spend the first 150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail. And that will start today.
Which
right
he didn't.
here, right now. Mr. Smollett.
Which he did not.
The jury found you guilty. And
Could you look that up?
You have the right
No,
to
I know that they let him out early. I remember reading that.
Alexa, is Jesse Smollett currently in jail?
Well, his
From
5 months.
vet.com. Jussie Smollett has been assigned a bed in the psych ward of Chicago's Cook County Jail, where he's serving a 5-month sentence.
Oh yeah. He claimed something and
mental health.
Yeah, and so he's in the psych ward. He's not in.
Oh,
He's not in
okay.
Cook. He's not in jail.
Yeah.
He's got his own room. Right.
Man.
This pussy. This guy's another pussy.
Some rulings to the court or ask your sentence to be modified. To do those things, you need to file a notice of appeal in writing within 30 days.
Well, maybe
You may also
someday
file a motion to modify your sentence.
He'll be at the Oscars and he'll
lawyers
get a
and
standing
transcript.
ovation like Will Smith got.
But watch this. Watch this. Watch how he reacts.
Any questions?
I guess he doesn't need the mask.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal.
I am not suicidal.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am
Do you know why he's saying this?
Yeah, in case he dies in jail.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, well, no, he has no intention that he's going to real jail. He is saying this because he's an attention whore.
Right, yeah.
If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your
That's
Honor,
why
I
he did it.
respect you and I respect the jury.
That's why he made it all up.
Right.
But I did not do this. And I
Oh.
am not suicidal. And if anything
He did not do it.
happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor.
No, you don't.
Yeah, just shut up and go away.
Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Go away.
Do you hear the judge? Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Jesse Smollett.
Custody Sheriff. Court is adjourned.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take him to jail.
I am not suicidal.
Stop laughing about black.
I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that
I'm
I was
innocent.
guilty a long time ago.
Oh, boy.
Yep, he's an innocent man.
Yeah, he'll be an Oscar winner someday.
There you go.
Yep.
Trevor Noah.
Who?
This guy that did that.
And you know what?
That
Oh,
ruined
yeah, the guy
Daily
stopped
Show.
cutting his hair like 3 years ago.
Yeah, he ruined the Daily Show.
Yeah.
He actually made some sense in 2022. He's still crazy and wrong and
Right.
not funny.
Right.
You can say what you want, but this would have never happened to Donald Trump. Never.
He's talking
No
about
one
the
was ever
invasion of
ignoring
Ukraine.
Donald Trump's calls. Yeah, if you ignored Donald Trump's calls, you didn't know how he would respond. Maybe he'd send an angry tweet, or maybe he'd just like ban your country from everything. You don't know. That's why I bet in these situations, Biden actually wishes that he could hire Trump to step in as President Wildcard. Just keep everyone on their toes. Because if Trump was calling, you best believe the UAE, they'll be racing to pick up the phone. Oh, Mr. Trump, we're here, hello? Too late, Ahmed. You made me wait 2 rings. We're bombing the UAE and the UFC.
Remember in the Middle East when they take Biden's phone calls? Right. So he had some funny moments.
I'm sure they got his mind right.
Oh, I'm sure.
After that.
Oh, boy. I
They
bet.
said, Trevor, don't ever do that again.
We also found out that Tom Brady was coming out of retirement.
Yes.
In March.
Entering a contest? Did you just
These
get
past 2 months, I realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands.
That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates. I love my support family. Without them, none of this is possible. I'm coming back for the 23rd season in Tampa. We have unfinished business, LFG. Woo-hoo-hoo!
As excited I think that means Tom Brady's not retiring.
Tom Brady's out of retirement.
He's not retiring.
She married for his money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah. Tom Brady's the oldest player in the NFL currently.
Is he?
Yep.
I thought that kicker for Green Bay was Crosby. No.
I don't think he's playing. I'm currently in
Yeah.
the NFL.
Yeah.
Crosby's playing?
Yeah.
No.
He's in his 23rd season.
Alexa, who is the oldest player in the NFL currently?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Tom Brady, at 45 years of age, is the oldest NFL player for the 2022 season.
Mm-hmm.
Ask how old Mason Crosby is.
Alexa, how old is Mason Crosby?
Mason Crosby is 38 years old.
What?
And was born
Green
on
Bay.
September 3rd, 1984.
Oh, okay. That's way off.
Yeah, he just looks old.
But,
those
you know what?
kickers-
It's consecutive games. I think that's what it was.
Oh, could be. Could be.
Okay.
Holtschul got booed in March.
Tonight, we'd like
This
to
was at the New
salute
York Rangers game?
Governor Kathy Hochul,
Hochul.
the first
Oh,
female
my
governor
gosh.
of New York State.
Boo.
Governor Hochul began her career in public service in the greater
Do you hear them?
Buffalo area,
Yeah.
served in Congress, and was twice elected lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
Here to drop
Nancy Pelosi was drunk again in March of 2022.
But they know that we can't go there. Putin is trying to bait the trap so that we go in, and that's the beginning, could be the beginning of World War III. Putin totally irresponsible using weapons that are not allowed under the Geneva Convention. Putin who threatens use of
Do you think
chemical
she's
weapons.
drunk?
You know who she sounds like? She sounds like Dudley Moore and Arthur.
Uh-huh.
Remember Dudley Moore?
Nuclear and the rest. So they know that we can't. But it's the ask. Now, he was this morning more. If we can't have a no-fly zone, let us have our own, and we need the airplanes.
What is she
to come in.
saying?
She doesn't know what she's just saying words.
No. This morning he was.
It's like she just woke
less
up in
on
this
the-
body.
On the ask for the
Do you remember when?
the policy.
If I
more on
Remember when she did
let us do it,
Good Morning
help us get
Sunday
Yeah,
morning?
Good morning, Sunday morning. Right in the middle of the interview,
that
she like
thinks the
rebooted.
Do-do-do-do.
anti-aircraft
If I went into a
missiles and
coma
the rest
for
are a
20
very
years
important way.
and I
Myself-
woke up and somebody said, Dennis, stand up, walk over to that podium. They're going to start asking you questions about stuff going on right now. My answers would be just like that.
March,
They'd be better.
March 2022, we got introduced
Greatest
to
female swimmer ever.
Leah Thomas, who's still got a the PP.
Oh, I'll tell you, my arms are really tired.
Ha ha ha, Lily. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
It was a tough race. I won't, Grandpa. I won't.
Yeah.
I try to ignore it as much as I can.
I just try to ignore it.
Try to focus on my swimming.
And make sure my balls stay in my trunks.
And just try to block out everything else.
Just try to block out everything.
It means the world to be here.
Right.
Be with two.
Yeah. At least make an attempt to sound girly. There's the actual winner. Right? Number 2.
Jesus.
Yay. Yeah. Clown World.
Clown World, right.
You know, having coached young girls in sports,
right,
softball in my case, I can tell you that if Leah had shown up and said, okay, coach, I'm ready to play, I'd just direct him right over to the other field where the boys are playing and say, there they are. Go over there.
You know who I blame for all of this? Rodney Dangerfield.
Really?
Ladybugs.
Yeah.
The
could
movie?
be. Could be.
Right? I'm here to pick up my daughter Martha.
There has to be a point where, my daughters would say to me, Daddy, I'm Wonder Woman. And I'd be like, yeah, you are. Go get him, girl. Hey, Daddy, I'm Wonder Woman.
Right.
I'm going to run around the yard as fast as I can. I'd say, all right, let's see it, Wonder Woman. Let's see it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And they say, hey, Daddy, it's Wonder Woman. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Isabel.
That's right.
And I'm going to carry her all the way to the mailbox and show you how strong I am. I'd say, there you go, Wonder Woman. Hey, Daddy, since I'm Wonder Woman, I'm going to go up and jump off the roof. And I'd say, no.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right.
That's where me, as the adult, says, no.
You're saying there's no more adults?
Actually, you're not actually Wonder Woman.
Well, this is part of the socialist plan to divide. Divide and create distraction and debate.
And the problem is our quote-unquote authorities aren't being adults and saying, no. You can pretend you're a girl, Leah, but you're actually a man. You'll always be one. So you're going to play with the men, okay? Now, luckily, Bill Lee and Ron DeSantis and other governors are being the adults that we all need.
That's right.
They're being the leaders that we need.
Right. Well, it's not even just them. It's also their state houses and state senates passing these bills.
Yeah.
Right. I got 3 words for you. I want to know what you think when I say passage of time.
Yeah, passage of time. You mean when I look at the photo?
The governor and I, and we were all.
Gosh, Joe, why are you doing this to me?
Because this was March of 2022.
She's not a bad-looking lady.
The significance of the passage
She's
of
a good-looking lady.
Right, the significance of the passage of time.
She's probably a lot of fun.
So when you think about it,
Do you know where she grew up? Canada.
She's just not qualified for this.
No.
But she's probably a hoot and a holler.
talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
I bet she loves
in terms
school
of
buses.
what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these
Lay
jobs.
this pipe.
And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
What the fuck did she just
Did you
say?
see a video that Babylon Bee did with her speechwriter, the little boy?
No.
The little boy says, "Hi, I'm the speechwriter for Kamala Harris."
I love the Babylon Bee.
And then they're showing like him writing the words that she says.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
It's interesting because in 2022, Babylon Bee got suspended from Twitter.
They did.
And that's what started the process of Elon Musk purchasing
That's
Twitter.
right. That was like the last straw.
He called up Babylon Bee. He goes, "Hey, why haven't you guys been tweeting?"
Yeah.
"Oh, we're banned." "Twitter, why'd you ban Babylon Bee? They're a satire." "Oh, you didn't like what they posted, so you just got
It
rid of
was
them?"
over that Rachel Levine Man of the Year tweet.
That's right. That's right.
Are we still in March, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Let's move forward.
Let's move forward.
Mhm.
April Fools.
Yep, April.
But you did forget something in March, Joe.
What did I forget in March?
I asked you to get out of March, and then I condemn you for missing probably the biggest story in the whole month, not my birthday.
I thought it was the Oscar one.
Historic birthday. No.
It wasn't Ukraine?
No.
What? It wasn't Leah Thomas.
No.
What was it?
Joe Biden signed the Emmett Till Virtue Signaling Anti-Lynching Act into law, making lynching.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what lynching is?
Yeah, that's right.
It's where you drag somebody behind a.
That's right.
Of which there had been none in like 4 decades. But
that one in Texas, remember?
That was like 4 decades
Yeah,
ago.
that was 4 decades ago. Yeah.
They made that a federal crime.
Right.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
President Joe Biden finally.
He did it.
In 2022, finally made it a crime to actually do that thing that hadn't happened in 40 years. And also, I don't know, as an addendum to that, he also said we can no longer allow redcoats to live in our houses overnight.
You know what? I'm glad we got rid of that one.
No more redcoats.
Yeah. I was having an issue with it.
It was Fourth Amendment, but it wasn't really enforced.
Right.
So I had a British redcoat actually show up to my house, say, "Hey, I'm going to stay the night here." I said, "Like hell you are."
Like, no, you don't have that right anymore.
You don't have it anymore because Joe Biden.
That's right.
And he tried to lynch me.
We had some China
And I
COVID
said no.
lockdowns in April.
We did? You remember that movie with Tom Selleck called Runaway?
No.
With Gene Simmons of Kiss as the
Oh,
bad
yes,
guy?
yes, those
He
are
had
the
the-
robots.
He had the little spiders.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Gene
Yeah,
Simmons
that's
did
it.
terrible in that.
Yeah,
But
he
the
was-
lockdowns began. Again.
Again?
Madonna went viral on TikTok.
Oh, did she?
In April.
Would you screw Madonna today?
No, not at all.
You wouldn't?
Look.
Oh, she looks so good.
What is she doing?
She looks so good. She looks so good.
No. What the hell happened? What the hell happened to Madonna?
Literally.
In 2022.
Something went wrong. That's all I can say. Something went badly wrong. You know, do you ever look at her daughter?
I'll tell you what, though. If you turn your...
Lourdes, or Lords, or whatever.
If you turn your head sideways and look at her lips...
Yeah?
It looks like something.
You know what? You ever see her daughter, Lourdes?
No, I don't think I have.
She looks like her at 21.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, she actually looks like what Madonna used to look like.
Well, hopefully she lets herself age naturally. Yeah.
Like Anne Margaret?
Oh, never mind. Get work done. In April of 2022.
Wow.
You had this cart being dragged by a truck.
Right.
I don't think it's somebody in it, though. I think it's just a joke. You tell me.
I don't know. It looks like he just turned his head.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think it is
Okay.
somebody. Oh, my God. And he's actually...
That's crazy.
He just raised his hand.
Yeah. And this is not in the U.S. I could tell by the street signs, the highway signs.
Yeah.
See how they are blue or whatever?
It's probably in Ukraine.
See,
Johannesburg, South Africa.
South Africa. Yeah.
Pretty rainy there.
Wow.
Charlize Theron's from South Africa.
Yeah, she is. So is Elon Musk.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
He's an African American.
Yeah, he is. Literally. This Oreo commercial went viral.
Mm-hmm.
And it had nothing to do with Oreos. It was about this Asian guy coming out as gay.
Oh.
And people were like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we get it.
Oh,
remember when Obama went back to the White House?
Yeah, Barack went to the White House in April.
And everybody fawned over him.
And Biden's like, yeah, what about me?
Yeah. Pelosi's like, excuse me. Let's go see Barry. There's Amy Klobuchar.
Yeah, boy.
And is that Whitler? Gretchen Whitler?
Whitmer?
Yeah. Look at him. He's saying, hey, Barry, my butt's been wiped.
My butt's been wiped.
My butt's been wiped.
Wait, how's
Look
Mike?
at Kamala just stand next to Obama, like, just rub off some of that.
How's Mike doing?
Just rub off some of that charisma on me, will you?
She's so jealous of
She's
Mike
like, hey,
Obama.
Barry, you like school buses? You like Venn diagrams?
You do know who Mike Obama is, right?
Mike Obama?
Yeah.
Who the hell's that?
You don't know Mike Obama?
No. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you showed me that video from Ellen.
Yeah.
Hey,
why do you think they're pushing that trend
the
stuff
guy
so hard?
in the very front of that video,
Uh-huh.
does he have that receptacle from the Matrix where they plug something in the back of your head and you learn kung fu?
They love that
No, look at
stuff.
him. Look at him. See the guy right there, the back of his head.
Uh-huh, this guy.
Right? Yeah. Look at his head.
You're saying that swirl is
that swirl is where you plug in and you learn jujitsu.
No, you see what that is? He is Muslim, and that is the crescent moon.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Oh, big time.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, they threw
Things
him
you
out.
learn.
He was yelling at Allah Akbar later on in the party.
Oh, bull.
So they got rid of him.
Oh, bull. You're
some-
making that up.
Some more China lockdowns.
I can never trust you.
我核酸有核酸，我工作证没有工作证明，我居住证没有居住证明。
Yeah,
I paid for the buffet. I should be able to eat 2 meals there.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get on a social credit score system.
What is that guy doing?
He's
got a hazmat suit on.
This is what they're doing. It got even worse.
He's got a hazmat suit.
What is this? Get out of. Oh, okay. That's right.
Oh, my.
This went viral. This news reporter put on a demonstration on how to get out of being taped.
Ooh.
I wonder why it went viral.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing. She's dressed very appropriately for this, too.
I think everyone wanted to learn how to get out of being taped.
Wow.
She does that with her legs.
Yeah. Let me show off my
Wrists
muscles.
together.
Wrists together, bitch.
How about one more?
Is that like Vampira?
So the first thing I want you to focus on is to don't panic.
I'm
and the
telling you,
next
I'm
thing
focused on.
is to focus on your wrists.
okay? If you've been taped in front of you, you can get out of it, okay? So what you need to do.
What a great tutorial for bad guys, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
Make
don't
sure
tape 'em in
you
the front.
tape them behind them.
Oh, the front. That's what I've been doing wrong.
Right.
You're going to take your hands and put them right over your head. You're going to pull down, and as you pull down,
Who tapes anyone in the front anyway?
I know.
whip your elbows out.
Why is she
like
holding
this,
her
as
hands
hard
like
as
that?
You can. Here
They're-
we
they're
go.
taped.
3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
I know, but you
down and
open
out.
your hands.
Everybody should know this. Very easy. It doesn't even hurt your wrists. One move.
One
Up
move
and
can
out.
save your life.
Yeah, I wonder why that went viral,
Yes.
though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, hot women have it so easy.
Do they?
I think they do.
They got to deal with.
Okay, let me put it this way, Joe. Okay, before we go back to the guy,
Yeah.
pissed off because he only got to go to the buffet once.
Yeah.
When you're a hot chick like that, lady.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have nothing whatsoever. Anything going for you. You could come from Clarksville, Tennessee. You could come from, from wherever.
Mm-hmm.
The Ozarks. And you could be a billionaire.
Okay.
You could marry a billionaire like Hilaria Baldwin, right? And be an instant celebrity, wealthy, overnight. You can be Meghan Markle. You can be a princess. All you have to be is hot.
All you have to be is hot.
But when you're a man,
Yeah.
you can
No.
be the hottest Joe Padula looking dude in the world, but you're gonna have to earn it in some way.
Yeah, you got to be a man.
I'm just saying, you're not gonna marry the richest woman in America and all of a sudden be the married to a billionaire. No, that's
You have
not
to
gonna
have
happen.
something that you have to bring something to the table.
Because she's not gonna marry you because she's gonna know you're a gold digger.
Right.
But men,
Mm-hmm.
they'll absolutely marry a gold digger.
Yes.
Exhibit A, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. How about Anna Nicole Smith?
Yes,
Right? Remember that one?
exactly,
I wonder
exactly.
she's been quiet lately.
Yeah.
In April, we were introduced to this character.
Nina Poppins. Oh God.
The Biden wanted to make her the minister. What was it?
Disinformation ministry or
Yeah.
something. Oh, this is a libtard.
She's got it.
And you know what
They
else she's
all look
doing?
The same.
Let me tell you something that she's doing right now.
Uh huh.
When you're a woman and you're not very hot, but you want to look hot in a YouTube video, they put really ruby red lipstick on.
Yeah. Plus,
and they show a lot of teeth.
well, look, she's got the. She also got the ring light going. You can always tell by the eyes.
Yep. She got the
Right.
ring light. She got the ruby red lipstick, the white teeth, right? Long hair.
Yeah, but now,
Oh,
but
my
now
God,
we,
I would just want to smack her.
But now we know this was all lies.
Oh, yeah. She's so freaking annoying.
And she's shoehorning like a
Oh,
MFer.
my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is probably my least favorite type of person there is.
She might be the most annoying
She is-
person of 2022.
I think she's the most annoying person
Yes.
of 2022.
If we're going to give a most annoying award,
Yes.
this one's
Because
getting it.
AOC, I'll put up with a lot of shit out of
Absolutely.
AOC
Right.
because you know what? By golly, we're going to have a payoff at
Here's
the
the
end.
thing. What if she was hotter? Right?
If she was AOC hot,
Yeah.
but doing that,
Chris Early, how you doing? I'm glad your ears feeling better.
maybe.
Chris goes, should have been a public lynching.
I hope Chris doesn't think that's funny.
No, that's not funny.
I mean,
that's not funny. That's illegal.
It took how many years to legalize that?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
2022. I got Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yep.
I guess a drinky joke.
What does she drink? Do you know what she drinks?
Yeah, she drinks spunk from Brian Austin Green.
I don't think that's still going on, is it?
No?
No.
Oh, she's with that
Yeah.
rapper, Chainsaw Moran, or what's his name?
Alexa, who is Megan Fox
Tommy Gunn?
dating?
Megan Fox is married to Brian Austin Green,
Damn it.
although the couple has filed for divorce.
Oh.
Right.
They have been married since 2010 and have 3 children.
Right. They
Really?
filed for
She had
divorce.
3 kids?
Oh, yeah. And she's got weird thumb.
Let me
Did
guess.
you ever notice her thumb?
kids' names are Sundance, Apple.
I don't know.
And Daylight.
I don't know. The one son that doesn't look like Brian Austin Green, his name is Joseph.
Joseph Padilla.
Mm-hmm. That's
Joseph
his middle name.
Padilla Fox.
Padilla Green.
I guess to drink each other's blood might
Blood.
mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood.
Yeah.
It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes.
Yeah.
Ritual purposes. What
Yeah,
rituals
here's
are
a
those?
ritual too.
reason,
Don't let the
and it
door
is
hit you in the
controlled,
ass.
where it's like,
Is this some satanic stuff? Is she a Satan worshiper?
let's shed.
Chris Early says she was dating Machine Gun
He's much
Kelly.
more
Oh,
haphazard
you were
and
close.
hectic and chaotic, where
What did
he's
I
willing
say?
to just,
Tommy
like,
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cut his chest open with broken glass and be like,
Yeah.
Okay.
She was dating Beretta, right?
take my soul.
Okay.
Let me bleed
At
on
moments
you.
like this, Joe, because you're forcing me
It
into
doesn't
this
not
crap.
happen, Let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but
This is
a
why
version of that has happened.
When Russia, if they ever attack, right, and those nukes go over us, the first two probably go Washington and New York, right?
Okay.
The third one going straight for L.A.
Mm-hmm.
L.A. the California is going to break off into the Pacific.
Okay.
And then all that ocean, that new property. Remember Gene Hackman bought it in Superman?
That's right.
He bought all that desert land. Now
Mhm.
that's going to be the new West Coast.
And that's
When I see videos like that, I can't wait. I'm like, just let it all fall off, baby. Just let the whole thing fall off.
Second.
We got a preview in April.
Is this guy in a wheelchair?
No, this is Greg Abbott.
Yeah, but isn't he in a wheelchair?
I don't know. Alexa, is Greg Abbott in a wheelchair?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Greg Abbott was paralyzed from the waist down in July 1984 when he was 26 years old.
I got
and had
FDR'd.
recently graduated from law school. He was jogging in a West Houston neighborhood when a large oak tree broke and fell onto his back.
That's bad luck. A freaking tree. And you know what else happened?
I don't believe it.
He took a part of that tree, and I heard that he whittled a baseball bat out of it.
Uh-huh. And then
He wrote Wonder Boy.
Right, and there was a lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is when he started announcing, hey, I'm going to be sending these illegals that are coming over
That
into
was
my
good.
state.
I like that.
I'm sending them to Washington,
He didn't
D.C.
send any to
To help
Tennessee, I can
local
tell you that.
officials
I'll put him
whose
to work.
communities are being overwhelmed by hordes of illegal immigrants who are being
Did he say whores?
I don't know. He's in a wheelchair, so he could say whatever he
Yeah,
wants.
you didn't know he was in a wheelchair.
How much is gas in Ohio?
All right,
Oh, he
so
has no idea.
These politicians, do you think they know how
There's
much?
another clown.
Congressman Ryan, how much is gas in Ohio?
A lot.
Senator Kelly, do you know how much gas?
And Chris Early goes to show you running is bad for your health. That's,
It is.
That's
I agree
messed
with
up.
that.
That's
Gas
messed
prices
up.
are in Arizona.
I'm an astronaut, dude. I don't know how much
Senator
gas.
Hassan, how much are gas prices in New Hampshire?
No idea. Hey, I'll give you some gas.
Congresswoman, do you know how much gas prices are in Florida?
All right, you take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself,
Do you know how much
fellow
gas
corrupt
prices are in
person.
Florida, Congresswoman?
What is this, like TMZ or something?
I don't even know who was reporting.
It's probably
but-
TMZ, and they don't even talk to them. I bet if Padula was asking, she'd say, "Oh,
I would ask differently. I'd
You
be,
would.
hey, how you
Is a
doing?
nation that can be defined in
Oh, the Biden foot of the hills. What is he supposed to say here?
Foothills fumble."
Here, listen.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word.
Yeah.
I was in the the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
What?
Traveling with him. That's we traveled 17,000
Look at Kamala.
miles.
She just thinks this is so funny.
And there's the one who doesn't know how to define a woman.
You know what those two women have in common, Joe?
What's that?
No, they're not both African American because Kamala is actually
She's
half
Jamaican
Indian and half
Indian.
Jamaican.
All right.
Do you know what they both have in common? Yes, they're wearing
Yeah, pretty similar suits.
kind of
there.
similar. Their hair is long. No, they're both married to white men.
Oh yeah, they love the white.
They do.
They love the whiteness, huh? The white.
They
meat.
do.
Hmm.
Both married to white men.
Nice.
Yep.
Is that because they hate black
That's
men?
just trivia. I don't know. You'd think.
So these China lockdowns.
Hoobit.
Now
What?
these people are locked in their buildings.
Oh yeah, they're locked in, like door locked.
And in April, that's when the video started of them screaming.
Yeah.
In protest.
Yeah. Let me out of here.
crazy.
Come on, let me out of here. Come get me.
And then when you leave,
right,
here they come.
Guys in the white suits.
Come and arrest me. Arrest me. I don't have
Exactly.
any food.
Brilliant.
They were starving.
Brilliant.
Crazy. Yeah, socialism. Good idea.
Yeah. Second
fun with
Amendment,
that.
baby. This is why we have Second Amendment.
You know, Bob Hope knows about the Democrats. Did you know that?
Does he?
He did this movie back in the day.
Yeah.
And I want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
But check out Bob
I've
Hope.
been
in the
told
scene.
that I look like a young Bob Hope.
Yeah, I could see that.
You live here? Yes. Well, maybe you know what a zombie is. When a person dies and is buried, it seems there's certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
Horrible.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring. You mean like Democrats?
Oh, wow.
Friggin' Bob Hope, man.
That's a good one.
Saudi Arabia also made a joke about Biden on their state TV in April.
Oh, yeah, this was great.
Now, they can't have women on TV.
Right, so that's a man.
So, yeah, these two are doing a parody of Biden and Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
This is what Saudi Arabia thinks of our leadership.
Yeah. It's a joke. Fun world.
Thank you very much. Today, we're going to talk about the crisis in Spain. Yeah, we're going to talk about the crisis in Africa. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, Russia. And I want to talk about the president of Russia, Putin. Yeah, Putin. Putin, listen to me. I have very important message to you. The message is, and the president of China. Oh, I didn't finish Russia. Thank you to correct me, First Lady. Thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless.
Thank you all. Hallelujah. Clap to your president. Clap to your president right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's state TV, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. They all know.
Biden got shit on by a bird in it.
It's not hyperbole.
Did you hear about this?
I did. I
Yeah.
saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
Not in this high def.
It's not hyperbole. It's about being made in America. A lot of that has to do with this industry.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it? Here,
Yeah.
check this out. Yeah. It's right here on his left lapel. Is that what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of that has to do with this industry.
Yeah.
That's
That's great. I don't know what else that would be. And he kind of knows it, too. I think he knows something hit him.
Is that not symbolic for all the shit going on the American flag?
Do you
Tim?
remember when Mike Pence had his debate with Kamala
With
and
the
that
fly?
fly landed on his hair? And, oh, my God, they ran with that.
Well, you
Oh,
know where the
entire
fly
media.
came from, right?
Probably Kamala's ass.
No, her legs spread open.
Oh, my God.
Zach calls the cops.
Hi, how are you? What is your name?
There was something going on in New York City. I think it was a subway shooter. Right?
Okay.
I'm good. My name is Zach. I was working inside that store and I was doing security cameras inside. And I see the guy, he walking from the screen. I see him from the cameras. So I thought, oh, shit, this guy. Let me call the police. And I call him and we catch him.
Zach, you are a hero. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We
try
thank you.
to like make the people safe always. Because the people is nice. The life is nice, you know?
Thank you, Zach.
I forget what the situation was
Yeah.
in New York. I forget. But this is when Elon started the process of taking over Twitter.
Oh, that's great.
He first wanted to be on the board.
Right,
But
yeah.
then they're like, yeah, but you won't, but whatever.
Johnny.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I actually had that on my list that I made here.
What's that, for April?
Yes.
What
I
else
did.
you got for April?
For April, well, I said that DeSantis says Disney is no longer self-governing.
Oh.
Remember that story?
Here, I got them protesting.
You do?
Well, first, real quick, I got Biden.
Yeah, he's got to shake hands with.
Is this the go shake?
Yes.
God
Dun,
bless you.
dun, 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 dun. He's like, we're.
It reminds me of John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Look at him. No idea.
And that's why Saudi TV is doing what they're doing. Hey, you want to support them, support them.
Yeah. 81 million votes, buddy.
Yeah, so Disney got into the don't say gay nonsense.
Right.
And then this is what happened. And now, lo and behold, they got rid of all their executives, and they got a new guy in charge. Well, the old guy back in charge.
Well, yeah, but that's not good.
No.
Because he's the one that ushered in a lot of this crap.
Yeah, but don't you think he would have learned his lesson?
I hope so. I canceled my Disney Plus because of all that crap. And because of Doctor Strange 2. It was so bad.
Are you pro Second Amendment?
Obviously.
Well, so is this lady.
Whoa.
So here comes a gunman.
Watch this.
This guy's trying to steal a kid.
Oh!
By the way, he's those are just pellets, and he's fine. I have to say that for YouTube. He was shot with a paintball gun.
Wow.
Wink.
Yeah, he was.
The Equalizer.
Right.
The Second Amendment. So that video went viral.
Wow, that's great. Look at him. He is in pain. She's feeling pretty good right about now.
And I don't even think this is the U.S.
Wow.
Right.
So you know what else happened in April, Joe?
Yeah, what else?
Well, you may recall the Amazon workers in Staten Island organized. It was
Really?
the first Amazon labor union. That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. KGB was confirmed as a Supreme Court justice. We saw that.
That's right.
When he said the one word.
For the hills.
Yeah. How about the NFL draft in Vegas? Do you remember when the Jags selected Georgia defensive end Trevon Walker?
No.
You don't remember that, do you?
Was that a problem?
No. It was just something that happened.
Okay.
We're reviewing the year.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. This video went viral, and not this one, but this one. It's a door cam.
Do we have a cat?
Uh-oh.
No, why would you say we have a cat? Because Dad last night was saying, oh, I'm going to beat that kitty, baby. Why would Dad even want to hurt a cat?
What are you listening to? What happened? Nobody was saying something.
You need to
about
be
a
in bed, all right?
Go.
Beat that kitty.
I'm going to beat that kitty. That's you with Jen Psaki. I'm going to beat that red kitty.
Gonna beat that kitty. The Calco.
What the fuck you doing?
I'm sorry, dude.
So in California, this guy got caught siphoning gas.
Wow. At least he's sorry.
Some gas. I'm sorry, brother Dan. I just ran out of gas. I was going to get a net to go to the fucking gas station.
So you're going to take mine?
Why does he have to swear?
I was, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry,
I'm
bro.
serious. I'm
That's
sorry.
just the way it is.
I apologize.
It's these damn San Jose Shark fans.
I saw you
He
come
said he
open
was
my
sorry.
shit, so I laid down.
Yeah.
I watched you walk past, check it out, and I fucking knew you were going to do that, bro.
What's with all the bad language?
When you're walking around with a gas can
And a hose.
and a funnel, right?
Wouldn't it be funny if he funneled it out of a cop car?
Oh my God!
This is your truck right here?
Yeah, I was just going to. Dude, I'm sorry, brother.
He's like, I'm
Nah,
sorry.
it ain't no I'm sorry, bro.
Uh-oh.
Oh, license plate time.
Uh-oh. Ain't no I'm sorry.
There it is. Oh, and he's a Raiders fan. Report this man.
Yeah, no
Just
kidding.
ran out of gas.
And check if his tags expired in December of 2022.
Probably not, if it's
Gas
December
right
2022.
here.
I don't give a fuck what happened, bro.
Oh, my God, the
You
language.
ain't going to take my shit.
Oh, my God. He going to take my shit.
We also had
my $6 a gallon gas.
Did you have a good Easter?
I did till I got lost on the White House lawn. You know that's Jen Psaki in there, right?
They were asked, is that?
Oh, I bet it is.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
You think they have a person who just comes out to play the Easter Bunny once a year?
They start talking.
No.
I bet it's Secret Service.
You know who had to do that for what was Trump's guy? Who was the guy?
Spicer?
Spicer. He had to do that.
They were asking about Ukraine.
Yeah, they're asking
Putin,
about
and
Ukraine,
gas
inflation, gas
Yep.
prices. Easter Bunny's like, sir, you have to go this way before you say something stupid.
And this guy Goes.
Yeah, totally lost.
Goes because he knows he signed
Yeah,
a
he
deal with
goes.
the
He
devil.
goes, oh, the Easter Bunny said I had to go this way.
Right.
I don't get my eggs.
Imagine an Easter Bunny telling Trump you got to move.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hey, Peter Cottontail.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about the Easter Bunny comes up and says, President Biden, you got to pay the railroad workers more money.
Get your Cadbury ass out of my
And he
face.
goes, oh, we got to pay the railroad workers more money because
Yeah.
Easter Bunny.
They lied to it. We got lied to on that one too.
No, this whole presidency is a lie.
This was
It's all bullshit.
One of the biggest trending videos. Of,
Oh, yeah, I love those dogs.
April.
Now, is that a Malamute or a Husky?
Chow Chow? I don't know. I'm not a dog guy.
I think they're Malamutes because they're a little furrier. I bet Red Pill Jen would know. She knows a lot about dogs.
Yeah, she likes dogs.
She likes hot dogs.
This was a viral trend.
Okay.
Remember we talked about the Oreo cookie earlier?
Oh, brother.
Well, this was a viral challenge.
What is
on
she
TikTok.
doing?
Yeah, let's take a look.
She's taking a picture or something?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow, that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, Joe. Did you make that up?
No, that's hysterical, though.
Oh, my gosh. There's some pretty creative people out there.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
States of America, most powerful country.
This
on this
guy right here is a good stand-up comic. Okay?
Yeah?
Lou
I like
Ramey.
the shirt.
Lou Ramey. Check this out.
States of America, most powerful country on this planet. And it's not because we have more money or we're better looking. No. It's because we have something in this country they don't have in other countries. That's right. I'm talking about rednecks. Good old boys with an arsenal in their basement that have been waiting for just such an occasion since 1775. Oh, believe me, foreign troops land in the South, there'll be a line of pickup trucks and NASCARs heading down I-95. Marines will show up 3 hours later, nothing but beer cans and shotgun shells. What the hell happened here? War's over, baby! Hey.
He's good. Check him out. His full setup is very good. Very
All right.
good. All right.
Are we in May now?
We are now
Is it
in
May Day?
May.
All right.
All right. So May. How about?
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, that's right. You got to do the Star Wars stuff.
Right,
I
you got
guess.
to do all that Star Wars stuff.
And that's a shame too, because May 4th was officially Fireman Appreciation Day, and nobody even knows
Who
it.
cares about that?
Nobody even knows it
Who
anymore.
cares?
But in
They get paid, don't they?
But in May, we found out that SCOTUS
I'm just kidding.
was going to be overturning Roe versus Wade. Remember
Oh,
the leak?
that you talk about election interference.
Oh, how about that leak, huh?
Yeah.
And boy,
Speaking of, I'm probably gonna have to take a leak because I'm drinking all this Coke.
I'll tell you what. How about we call it a day and we finish a 2022 review next week?
Whatever you want to do, buddy. It's your
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It's not the Dennis Padula show. It's the Joe Padula show.
Because we got we still got so much to go over here.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I mean, we have to quit right now. If you want to do one more month, I won't open this drink if you want to quit now.
Yeah, let's.
Are you a quitter, Joe?
No, I just didn't realize that we were going to be here for 3 hours now.
You don't like spending time with me?
No, I like it. I just have things I have to do.
I was going to say, I hope you don't mind spending time with me because there's a lot more to be spent tonight.
I got some house cleaning to do tonight.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
Make it look a little nicer for me.
Well, it is New Year's.
Because I got that shit embedded in my knees from last time.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
Hello, #vacuum.
Stray cats.
All right.
Danny, nice job.
So basically, we got into May, right?
Yep. We're starting off with May. There's a tease. SCOTUS. And so much more.
Oh,
because
my gosh.
Chappelle got attacked.
There's so much coming up. You do not want to miss our year-end review because you've got, like you said, the Dobbs decision got leaked, obviously, by some assistant to Alito or somebody, some liberal nut job said, hey, this gives the Democrats something to run on in November.
I got...
other than high inflation, war, gas prices, right? Monkeypox. No, we finally got something to get people to the polls. And it worked.
And we also have some more viral videos, such as this. So, again, thank you for hanging out with us and checking us out. And, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll catch you next time on the Joe Padula Show. Have a safe New Year's Eve. Danny, thanks, brother.
Are you playing that video?
Yep.
All right, let me see it.
Absolutely.